What a start. Mic muted. How are we doing, everybody? I hope you're all doing fantastically well. It's Connor here. We are back with the Watchalong. Don't worry, I'm not in a torture chamber. Yes, my parents are actually getting this sort of stuff replastered, and my house at this moment in time is an absolute nightmare. So, yeah, we've got stuff going on in my flat back where I'm located, and I've got stuff going on here. So, listen. It is chaos. But shout out to all of you guys joining me on the Watchalong today. We're going to be going through your lineups. Apologies, I'm going to be putting Vaseline on throughout my lips, that is, everybody. Keep your mind out the gutter. We're going to be speaking about the Leeds United lineup. We're going to be speaking about that front four, and I hope you're going to be staying with me throughout. We're going to be back here with your instant match reaction. My old man is going to be on the instant match reaction as well. If you've not caught him before, I'm sure you will. You'll want to be frequenting this instant match reaction in the future, because we're going to be getting him on loads more content as well. So shout out to all of you guys in the building. Please make sure you're liking the content. Please make sure you subscribe. And as always, we're going to be getting into your comments before we get into the pre-match build-up. Hope you've enjoyed the content throughout the week. America vlogs. Have you guys enjoyed it? It's something a little bit different. I want to be bringing that to the channel. Really want to be bringing that sort of stuff to the channel. If you want me to be visiting round Ireland, I've got in my mind, I've got an idea and a date where I'm going to be booking that. Leeds, Robin Hood's Bay, Leicester, wherever you are. And if you've got a pub, I'll come watch the game with you. And if you've got a few Leeds fans, let's get one Leeds travelling around the country. Shout out to you guys in the building right now. Typical Connor, can hear you, mate. There we go. Classic Connor. Daz is in the building. Great content as always. I'd just like to say, Daz, thank you so much for the donation. And I'm going to say this now, everybody, all the donations that come in, I'm just going to say now, thank you so much. As you can see, it massively helps the channel. And all I want to do is grow it and do different things with it as well. So thank you, all of you, for your donations. I massively appreciate it. Steve's in the building. Afternoon, mate. Sunbench that says, Lee, how you, mate? Paul's in the building. All right, mate. Morning, mate. Steve's in the building. Got the shirt on, buddy. Morning, mate, from the Studio Public House, St. Petersburg. Shout out to all the lot in St. Petersburg who was so hospitable to me last week. Billy's in the building. How you, mate? Afternoon, Connor. Hope you're keeping well. I can see today been a scrappy game. Always happens after the international break. I'm going for a draw today, but fingers crossed. MW's in the building. Afternoon, Connor, lad. Laos? Island, shout out to you, mate. Brett's in the building. How you, Brett? Let's hope the usual post hangover isn't there. Must need Connor, get to Scotland, pal. I will do, Paul, if you've got a pub, mate. Can't be settling for anything other than a win today. We need to step up our away form. Lads and lasses, sorry about the dog. How's the camera looking? Is it looking all right? Is it looking crisp? I'm actually doing it through something else today, not the obvious camera that I normally do it through. Is it looking good? Let me know in the comment section. I'm just gonna have a look at it myself. Do I look all right? Do I look stupid?
It looks all right, doesn't it? It looks pretty clear. You can get the resolution a little bit higher as well, everybody, if you fancy doing that. But that looks okay. Does it look all right from your end? Does it look crisp as well? Tad dim, Connor. That's annoying. That's annoying. Hold on. All right. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll whack some lights on. Right, hold on. I'm gonna, in fact, actually, hold on. Is that a little bit better? Does that look a little bit better as well? I don't want it to look crap. Clear but gloomy. Looking mighty fine, fella. That's all good, mate. Shout out to all of you in the building anyway. So let's get on to some of the stuff that I want to be speaking about today. Okay, we're going to get on to the key players. We're going to get into Swansea's last results, the key players, the team ratings, all that sort of stuff. Let's get into this, shall we? The lineup. Isn't this interesting? Isn't this really interesting today? So can you guys all see that as well? I'm sure you can. Let me know if you can in the comment section below. You should be able to see. Yeah, the stuff. Can you see the lineup there on screen, everybody? Let me know if you can. Let me know if you can't. Yeah, we're getting through the teething problems at the minute. You can't see this. You can't see it. Right, hold on a sec. Hold on. Boom. We good? We good? I think we're good. Okay, what have we gone with today, everybody? So it's an Eli Melee in there, Jayden Bogle, Pascal Strouk, Joe Rodon, Sam Byram, Rothwell, Tanaka, Emmanuel Solomon, Brendan Aronson, Dan James, and Joel Peru. Okay, Connor, don't be too negative. Don't be too negative, Connor, because you're a pessimistic git. Right, okay. Rotation, key. Absolutely key. We all need rotation, don't we, in this Leeds United side? And he has to do it. We've got a lot of games coming up. Stay calm, Connor. I'm actually not like that bothered by it, but you know, I understand the rotational aspect of it. Of course, I do. That front four, nah. Not for me, fellas. Not for me. I think probably the most dangerous outlet we're going to have right now is Jayden Bogle. I genuinely believe that. In the side today, I think the most dangerous outlet on that attacking side is probably going to be Jayden Bogle. I just don't rate that front four as a combination. If we look at it, Peru, I think, look, against his former club, I can see why Farke's gone for that. But obviously, I think Joseph started the last game, didn't he? And he switched it around again. I just don't think he should keep doing this. You've got to stay constant with your strikers because it breeds confidence. You know, you can't be moving around your strikers all the time for me. You just can't be. So him taking Joseph out again and putting Peru back in, when we've all kind of come to the understanding that, like, as a centre forward, it works better when Peru comes off the bench statistically and Joseph starts the game, as we saw even in the last game. I'd have stuck with that, but I would have started Joel Peru today. I'd have put Peru in for Aronson, because I think Aronson's had 3, by his standards this season, poor games, and that's what I was talking about with inconsistencies. I think on the overlap as well, I think Joel Peru in the number 10 maybe is like a front two, him and Joseph. I think just sat in behind would have been able to thread some really nice passes through to, you know, the overlapping Bogle or Dan James. I wouldn't have minded Peru in that number 10 spot. But guys, when you look at the number 10 positions, Nonto, Solomon, Aronson, Gelhardt, players of this ilk, we don't have a natural number 10. I'm going to be doing a video very soon on the comparisons of Buendia, Pukki and Aronson and Peru. I'm going to be doing the comparisons. I'm going to be looking at the data and why Leeds aren't really at the same state as what Norwich were with our 10 and our 9 in comparison to what they had with Buendia and Pukki, which felt like lightning in a bottle. So, yeah, I mean, everything else sort of picks itself. I think, you know, Melee's in there, Bogle, Strouk, Rodon, Byram, Rothwell, Tanaka, Solomon. Don't mind it whatsoever. I think that's sort of what we're, well, Solomon, obviously I do mind, but Tanaka, Rothwell, Byram, Rodon, Strouk, Bogle, with what we have right now. You know, Schmidt has got a problem, hasn't he? We've known that he's had minor surgery when this international break has happened. So you can't do anything about that, unfortunately. And then you look at everything else and it picks itself really. But that front four, as I say, I understand the rotational aspect, guys. But for me, you can't take Willie Nonto out of that front four for me. But what I will say, and I've said this plenty of times, What have I said, everybody? The team is more than good enough. So with what happened yesterday, if we look at yesterday's results, we look at Sunderland slipping up in the last minute against Millwall. 5 of their starting players out, by the way. Job, Mundell and Alan Brown as well, all out for them. So they've essentially got 3 of their starting midfielders out. At Millwall, going down and getting a point's not a bad result, but they are stumbling a little bit at the minute, Sunderland. Sheffield United, who have been really, really strong, stumbled yesterday. And another suspension for Sheffield United. Anel's going to be out for 3 games, their centre-back. So drop points again. Burnley picking up a win down at Bristol City. That draw at Bristol City doesn't look great now, does it, people? But listen, teams dropping points in the rounders. West Brom dropping points. This is it, people. This is an opportunity again. Leeds off the back of draw, loss away from home. We're all focusing on the home form. We're all focusing on that. Leeds have to pick up that away form. And for me, you know, look, it's got to be better than that away from home. I think we're all very understanding of that. This is an opportunity for Leeds United today. It's an opportunity for us to go top of the division, which I don't think we've done this season. Let's end the weekend top of the division. Let's do it. You know, Swansea look good under Luke Williams and they're going to attack. They're going to attack against us, but that leaves gaps for Leeds United. From my perspective, that's why you've got to start Willian Yonto, because I think he attacks the spaces better than Man or Solomon, but he's gone with Man or Solomon, and I get it. Keep getting your comments in the section below, everybody. Jay's in the building. Hey, Jay. James in for Nonso is interesting. That's what we're going to be speaking about just in a sec, mate, on the talking points. But as you can see there, it is a strong bench, and big news, everybody. Ramazan is back. Huge news for Leeds United. I guess at some point you can always bring Nonso on and potentially Ramazani, which is good stuff for us, good things for us. So, talking points. Nonso on the bench. We've spoken about that. I get it. I get why he's doing it. Rotation-wise, I understand to an extent. I just think that Willian Yonto is our best player when Ramazani is not there. I think Ramazani and Willian Yonto are very close right now. I think you've always got to start your best players. I get rotation, but you rotate other players. You know, I wouldn't be rotating Willian Yonto in there, to be quite honest with you. But I don't know. Listen, there might be a freshness aspect. There might be a problem there when it comes to Daniel Farke. He might be saying, look, he needs to be rotated. He's not 100% fit. We saw that he didn't play the full minutes for the Italian under 21s, I believe. He didn't play the full minutes, did he? Came on in the 58th minute. So maybe there's something there of which we're not aware of. Maybe there is something there that we're not aware of. Byram improvement. A lot of you guys probably in the same boat, and get your thoughts in the section below as well. Mark says, just a thought, if Farke out brigade are on later, we know when they appear, maybe we could get Pep. 5 losses now, must be out of his depth. Paul's in the building. Hi, Paul. Long time no see, mate. Keep up the TikTok, buddy. Non-sub in Leeds' best player, says Jay again. Matteo Joseph does score, needs to get service, and he will convert. Yeah, guys, if you want to become a member as well, you can join the section. You know, it says join, subscribe. You get additional perks, which I'm going to start bringing to the channel. And the join section right there, you get your name lit up like Jay, and you will get read out first, of course. And they've got a fair few members on here. Rad's in the building. Hiya, mate. How's it going, buddy? Our 3 behind the striker play better when Joseph is up top. Scott, I think you bang on the money there. But just reverting back to the talking points, everybody. Byram improvement. I've spoken about this a lot on my videos. You guys know that I've not really done a lot of live content over the break, and you know, live content is going to start coming back. But for me, Byram, it's really simple. I think Byram's an okay player. I think he's an okay footballer. But if you've ever played football in your life, which I know 99.9% of you people will have done to whatever standard you played, you know that a left-footed fullback, I'm not being overly critical of Sam Byram. I put on screen the other day his statistics: crossing accuracy, touches in the final third, and balls into the final third as well. They're all in the red zone / amber zone. Now, what that tells me is when Sam Byram's going forward, he's not as effective. Why on that left-hand side? Because he can't use his left foot, guys. He cannot use his left foot. All of you watch Sam Byram today. Just watch his connection with his left foot, okay? And it massively limits his play on the left-hand side. And what it does as well is it limits Leeds on the overlap, because you know when Sam Byram gets on that overlap, he's always going to have to check back. And it becomes predictable. That's all I'm saying with Sam Byram. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but strategically, tactically, if you're a right-footed player, going on that left-hand side is a nightmare unless you're a winger. Unless you're a winger or a defensive fullback, of which Sam Byram is. So I think Leeds might go there with a little bit of a conservative approach. And for me, the front four doesn't really get us out of that. I'm looking at Dan James against his former club, Perot against his former club, but I'm just more looking at vibes there, and I think they're more than good enough to get us a result today. And I can't come on here and be a hypocrite, because I say whatever squad we put out, we should be winning this game, and we should, 100%. But start your best players. I think Willie Gnonto's got to be playing in this game, but also that rotational aspect, Leeds should be winning. There's more than enough. Like I keep saying this, value doesn't mean that a player is automatically levels above everybody else. But for the majority of the time, it does mean that. And when Manor Solomon's on 55, 60 grand a week at Leeds United, this is his moment, okay? Starting a game, rotation, for Leeds to go top, big game. Played actually quite well for Israel in midweek. Played actually quite well. I believe it was against France. Played pretty well. Prove it, mate. Prove it. Prove like people like me wrong. Go and put a performance in and justify it. Because I think everybody has justified a lot this season. I think you've got Tanaka justifying things. I think you've had Rothwell justifying things. I personally believe you've had Joseph justifying things, Ramazani justifying things. I've not seen Manor Solomon justify anything yet. I need him to justify that starting place there. I want to see him scoring a goal, getting an assist, and dragging Leeds through it. Be that X factor. Let's wait and see. The only pace we've got is James and Bogle. That is true, mate. Luton is arguably a tougher game. Rotation won't hurt. It is. That's true. Michael Bay Lips in the building, mate. If Byron could use his left foot, he'd be a decent left back. He's good at the back, but going forward, he's woeful on the left. Oh, 100%, mate. If Byron could use his left foot going forward, and just watch him in the 5 to 7 yard pockets. If they press his touch, just watch him today on his left side. He just struggles. He struggles to get the distance right. His passing's either too short or too long. I think he gets in his own head a little bit about it. And I've always said this with Byron at Leeds when he's been on the left. If you get a right-sided player pressing on his touch, he can't deal with it because he's not a left-sided player. So even when he's in his own half, he struggles. But getting forward, there's no real offering there. And that's why I think Leeds are going to have to adapt. And that's why it's interesting in putting Solomon, I believe, on that left-hand side, which it will be, because they both cut inside. So there's no width. Do you see what I mean when I'm saying this, guys? There's no width. Because they both cut inside. So they both invert. That's what I always try to get at when I'm talking about Sam Byram and Solomon on that side. Statement. Okay. Statement win today. Look, it could be a big win. It could be a small win. I couldn't give a poppycock. I couldn't care less. Just win the game. Leeds win the game. We get our away form back where it should be. And Leeds United are back on. But we need to... I keep seeing this stuff. Oh, draw away from home and you win your games at home and you'll be fine. We'll get 92 points. That's all well and good, but there's a lot of pressure then. There's a hell of a lot of pressure on you winning absolutely every home game. We have to start getting that away form at a better level. Currently, I believe we're 1.86 points per game. And a lot of that is down to the away form. So Leeds United's away form needs to drastically improve right now. Because statement-wise, away from home, you probably can't think of many. Maybe Sheffield Wednesday at the time when Danny Roll was there and they were doing well and we went and beat them. But statement results away from home, I can't really think of that many, to be honest with you. Home's been really decent aside from Burnley. But we need to start putting together a little bit of a run away from home because teams, you look at Burnley yesterday against Bristol City. Obviously, you look at some of the away results Sheffield United have got recently, Blackburn and Bristol City. And you could even say Coventry with 10 men was a good result for an entire 50 minutes. Leeds need to start upping that ante, really. In Bristol City, Millwall getting 1 point out of 6 there and dropping points today. It's not acceptable for the calibre of this side. It's not. And that's why I'm definitely looking at the manager and, of course, the players. Paper and Skin, hey, mate. Solomon really has to step up today and track back as well. That's another thing. Yeah, you don't want... what I will say about the Swansea right-hand side is Josh Key, the right back. I mentioned this in the preview the other day with the Daniel Farker bits. Josh Key's very good. Very, very good. I watched him versus Burnley. On the ball, very good. Very dynamic. Almost like our Jayden Bogle is constantly looking to bomb on. So Byram's going to have to be very cautious today because you're going to get Matt Grimes, who I think long ball accuracy is in like the top 5-6% in the division. And he tries them a lot with that left peg. So he's going to be looking to play those balls over the top to Josh Key, who's going to be looking to get beyond Sam Byram. So Byram's got to be careful today as well, but that's where he needs the help of Manor Solomon, which I agree with you guys. Sometimes it can be a little bit lax in that. in that way. Connor, are you still in the States? I'm not, mate. I'm not. This is actually my parents' home, and they're getting the oh, there's the dog, and they're getting it all plastered. Pablo, shush. Yes, the dog. Yes, the dog is called Pablo. Yeah. So yeah, eyes on Farker. Eyes on Farker today. He needs a result. I think he needs a result. He was big in. Hold on a sec, guys. Pablo, shush. There we go. Don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, guys. So there's a lot of sort of talk around Daniel Farker, and obviously he was giving Swansea a lot of plaudits in the build-up, which is great. And look, he's very respectful when it comes to that. And Marcelo Bielsa was very respectful at that as well, wasn't he? In terms of giving the opposition a lot of plaudits, and I think that's very good and respectful. Luke Williams is Swansea side. He's got a young side, and he's got them together, and they're actually doing really well in terms of they've got together as a collective right now. And they've started to perform a little bit. You know, one goal either way in pretty much every single game they've played, similar to Millwall, but they're a very possession-based side, which Millwall weren't. Under Harris, Millwall play to their strength, and they do exceptionally well doing it. Obviously, them seeing themselves in the top six, which means it doesn't always have to be tiki-taka football playing out from the back. I think Millwall do well in varying it, but Luke Williams' Swansea side will play with the ball at the feet. Cullen scored twice as well in midweek for Wales. It's going to be a difficult task, this, for Leeds United, but I don't care. I don't care. We cannot be going on an away run of Millwall, Bristol City and Swansea and not getting a win in any of those three. It's not acceptable. I keep saying this. As a fan base, our standards should be high. And I'll be honest, I'm getting a little bit sick of the fan base's standards being down here and the expectation being down here. I don't like it, and giving excuses. Right now, this team should be top of the division. Top of the division. It should be. And that's not me overrating the side. I've said this plenty of times. When you spend that amount of money on an 11 and a squad, and when you have G. Lavodji, who was playing regularly in the Bundesliga last season as your fifth central midfielder, when you're looking at the whole overall pie of the squad. I know it's not that right now because Gruev and Ampadu aren't fit, but when you're looking at the pie of the squad, you've got more than enough. You literally have more than enough to do what you need to do. So, yeah, for me, my eyes are on Daniel Farker today. Joseph Watch was on here. And I was going to say on Joseph Watch, I was going to say, look, I need to see a goal from him. I like what he's providing. I really do like what he's providing in terms of the overall pie, once again, of the striker, the athleticism, the pressing on the back line. I like his energy. I like his hold-up play. I think he's better in the air than Peru. And I wanted to see him and Peru together today because I don't think Aronson deserves to start after his last 3 games. But overall, we're not going to see that. I don't think we're going to see that partnership of Peru and Joseph a lot. But the eyes were on him today. I wanted to see it. I wanted to see exactly what Joseph and Peru could have done together. He's not done that. He's stuck with Aronson. I think Joseph would have been a much better forward in this game for a Solomon, for an Aronson, for a Dan James, because he's going to give you a lot more going forward. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Fascinated to see what you think. Yeah, we should have no excuses. Billy says, well said. Shout out to you, Billy. Getting his excuses in early. Must not like talking about Farker. Nige says, let's hope Farker has learned from last season. Today, we have to grab this opportunity to go and top and pull away. We blew several opportunities last season. I think we won this game. Did we win this game? Was it 3-0 last season? And we just ran riot, didn't we? It was 4-0, wasn't it? We ran riot. And probably similarly to Bristol City and Millwall, bearing in mind we went to Millwall last year and won 3-0. Bristol City, we won 1-0. You know, so Bristol City, Millwall and Swansea, they didn't score a goal against us. And I know things change. You know, Gary Rowett was there, and obviously Neil Harris has come in and taken them to a different level. But we've had a constant in Daniel Farker. And in these 3 games in particular, we didn't concede a goal, you know, in these away games. And we battered Swansea, battered them. And as I say, I get things change, managers change. Of course, you've got to take all those into consideration. But Leeds' standards should be going here and beating them comfortably for me. Brandon's in the building. Hi, Brandon. How you doing, bud? Big win, hopefully. Happy to have Largy back marching on together. Definitely, mate. Really happy for that. Guys, slap a like on the video. Hope you're enjoying. I'm really happy to be back doing the live streams as well. And I hope you're enjoying this sort of thing as well. Okay, so the last talking point, I've got Bogle byline. Alliteration aside, everybody. So Bogle byline. Why have I got that in there? Well, the reason I have is because I thought Joseph was going to start, but it's definitely something to consider as well. even when Perot's starting, and us hitting that byline and just whipping that ball in on that penalty spot. We're doing it all in pre-season, and I did a bit of an analysis show beforehand when I was talking about the January window. I definitely advise all you guys to watch that. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's not just about the transfer window, it's about how we improve certain aspects of this Leeds United side. And every single Joseph goal has been a byline cutback. Every single goal for the Spain under-21s has been a byline cutback. So it's just something to bear in mind, and we're not doing it as much for some reason going into this season. Hi, Connor, says Martin. How you doing, bud? Just got in from walking the dog. How's things? All good, my friend? All good. Nice says, please like the video. Yeah, would mean the world, everybody. And once again, thank you so much for your donations, everybody. It really means the world. Okay, let's move on from the talking points. Let's move on to the key players. So, this was the key player aspect I had before the game. As you guys know, I'm trying to improve the build-up content. And this is what I had going forward. I think this guy is someone to keep an eye on. I think he increases levels when he plays against Leeds United as well. And I'm sure his mum gets him geared up for this one as well. You know, we're talking about here, it's Matthew Grimes. And I think Josh Key on that right side, on the overlap as well, where Byram's got to be careful. I think they're going to target Leeds' left side. I think they're stupid if they don't target Leeds' left side, especially now with Solomon out there from a defensive aspect. I think Matt Grimes is going to be absolutely key, really, for them in getting the ball and moving it quickly. Now, it's all up to Tanaka and Rothwell, who are just fabulous, are absolutely fabulous in this championship, calendar campaign. It's about them closing down that, because they're going to keep the ball ticking. They've got the third highest possession rate in the division, just behind Leeds United and Middlesbrough. Something to keep an eye on there. But William Gnonto was my key player for this one, everybody. But I'm going to switch my key player for this one to Joe Rothwell. I love Joe. I think Joe is excellent, and he's been so good for Leeds United. What I need to see from him is goals. I need to see goals from Joe Rothwell. I need to see goals from our midfield. It's something we've forgotten about as a fan base, the goals from that defensive pivot. I need to see goals from this boy. We see goals from this boy. And, wow, I mean, look, in 16 games for Southampton, he scored 4 goals. He's not hitting that rate right now for Leeds United in terms of ratio, obviously. So we need to get Joe Rothwell on the score sheet. And I think, he's in a prime position. He's getting himself into the right spaces, get the ball out of his feet, and score a goal. And I'm actually going to predict in this game, Joe Rothwell's going to score. So he's going to be my key player. He needs to dictate play as well. I think Tanaka's definitely more of the defensive of the two. So let's wait and see on that one. But who's your key player for this one? Brandon says, we need to be on them straight away. We do, Brandon. Sorry, mate. I'm just going to apply some Vaseline. Has anybody got chapped lips? Billy says, Rothwell will be all over Grimes today. Boy in the bandana, shout out to you, my friend. What a man. What a man. Great to have Leeds and Connor back. Tell me, what's Solomon done to deserve a start? Not much meritocracy happening in our squad. Joseph MOM today. Yeah, boy in the bandana, thank you so much for your donation, as always, mate. I think where I understand Solomon coming in, my finger is on his button today in a non-weird way. Guys, as nearly 1,000 of you watching me right now, it's on him today, okay? But you'll hear all the excuses from all the generic, your friends, your family, maybe different content creators talking about Solomon, and the excuses after the excuses after the excuses after the excuses. If this guy is on the money that he's on, he was brought in as the big signing. Farke wanted him. He was a Farke signing. Him coming in, I have to see him performing for 90 minutes at some stage in his Leeds United career when he's fit. Today, against the Swansea side, who are okay, they're decent, but they're not at Leeds United's level. You need to see Manor Solomon, who was the envy of all the transfers in summer. He was. What a signing. You were seeing it everywhere. Can't believe Leeds have managed to get someone like him on the books. And we were all looking at it and going, bloody hell, if this guy can stay fit. Problem is, when he stayed fit, we've not seen anything, really, aside from Hull. And that was okay. It was okay. It was decent. It was all right. He's probably the key player today. And maybe this is why this rotational aspect, boy in the bandana, Gnonto's been rested. As I say, he came on in the 58th minute against for the Italian under-21s. Maybe this is it. Maybe he's not fully fit yet. So Solomon, you've got to step up, pal. But who, everybody, has the depth in this division to bring Willie Gnonto out when you've got Ramazani, who's still not even featuring, and bring on Manor Solomon? Okay? And this is the reputation of the guy. The reputation of the guy. I'm still being told that you shouldn't send him back in January because he's still a top player. Okay, well, let's see it. I need to see it. I need to see something. So, key player today for me. Okay, Brandon says, Solomon Cross, Perot head at 1-0. I would love nothing more, my friend. L says, I wanted to see Nonto change, but not sure about Solomon. I think, Joe, I think it is, L. I think a lot of it, mate, is if Joseph was starting, just because you've got that, I sound like a broken record, don't you? You're all probably sick of it. But just because you've got that press, that energy, as I say, the endeavour, the hold-up play, because you've got all that going forward, you can maybe rely on maybe a less pressy three just in behind him. I mean, you do still have Aaronson there, you do still have James, but Solomon, I think the problem is the combination of Solomon and Peru. You've got 2 out of 4 players there who are on one end of the spectrum of not really that pressy. And then the others in Aaronson and James are like headless chickens, aren't they? So there's not really a balance there for me. Martin with the super sticker. Martin, I love you, mate, and you're a top man. You are really a top man. See you in here all the time. What a man. James deserved to be in there all day long ahead of Nonto. Yeah. Cal, do you know what it is, mate? Neil says, agree with Nonto getting a bit of a rest, put him on for 15 minutes. And yeah, that is true. This is what I'm talking about, the rotational aspect. I think the only thing is, mate, when it comes to Willian Nonto is I still am in favour of starting your best players all the time. If he's injured, fair enough, but he doesn't look like he's injured. Not only that, I think it's the defensive side of Nonto's game that is better than Solomon's defensive game. Okay, let's have a look at the last results. Leeds versus Swansea, shall we? Okay, so a 4-0 win last season, a 3-1 win earlier on in that season. Leeds scoring 7 goals past Swansea last season, and then the year before it was split, or the couple of years before there, I should say, it was split by a goal either way. Interesting. So Leeds, a very, very good record against them in terms of last season as well. The team ratings as well, everybody, as you can see, a 6.9 for Swansea and a 7.3 for Leeds United. Obviously, the D and the L there, we know where they are. They're away from home. I believe all the 3 wins are coming at home. Swansea, they've got a win against Watford in there. They lost to Millwall at home. They're the last 2 home results. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag as well. So a 6.9 rating for them. Losing to Burnley, they were so unlucky in that game, weren't they? I felt that they deserved more against Burnley. Obviously, a Jay Rodriguez last-minute penalty, carrying on the Burnley 1-0ers, which seemed to be prevalent. Need Ramazani back ASAP. Yeah, L, don't think you're wrong there, mate. Brandon says Tanaka goes under the radar too much. He's been mint world class, definitely a player for the Premier League. I'd agree with that. Completely agree with that. Pete says, great build-up, Connor. You're better than the Sky build-up. Well, cheers, mate. I appreciate that. But I'm trying to, what I want to do with the build-up is genuinely bring, and if you guys have any suggestions, match rating, team ratings, I want to get into obviously the lineups, but I want to get into data as well. We're going to be doing like sort of data packs at full time and half time as well. If you guys want to stick around, we're going to be doing a match reaction with the old man as well, and he's probably going to be on the stream when he comes back as well. He's at my old granddad's right now. But yeah, lineups. Let's have a little look at this again from the Swansea side. I mentioned earlier on Vigouroux, guys in there. Wow, 30 years of age, and he's flying at the minute. One of the top 3-4 keepers, I'd say, in the division at the minute, with maybe Johansson, Jake Cooper, I'd say Vigouroux, and or another. I'm sure you can put one in the chat. But yeah, I'd probably say James Trafford's up there as well. I'd say they're the top 4 keepers at the minute, but Vigouroux's definitely in there. Top 3 save percentage, top 3 goals prevented, and that is perfect in a team of which is okay and loses a game by a goal or wins a game by a goal. As you can see, they've got Ben Cabango, Harry Darling there, Josh Timon, Josh Key. It's a really good back 5, a really decent back 5 at championship level. And you've got attacking threat in Timon and especially Josh Key, but Vigouroux, Cabango and Darling are 3 of the highest ratings there. And Vigouroux, maybe as opposed to someone we have between the sticks, is highly reliable. Joe Allen, I think there's a lot that Leeds can get out there, though. I think there is a lot that Leeds can get at. I think, look, we just need to see, instead of pass, we need to see dynamism. We need to see fluidity, and we need to see that X factor. Leeds are creating a lot of XG. We're creating more XG than what we're putting away. So we need to see a little bit more conversion rate. But as we can see there with the Leeds bench, it is a strong bench. It is a very decent bench for Leeds United. So definitely something to consider there, everybody. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Is Joe Allen 40? I can't believe he's still going, mate. Connor, if you get the first player to score right, I will donate a tenner. Okay, Brandon. God, I feel like do you know what I should start doing? I don't know if you guys like MMA or UFC. I'm massively into the UFC. But he does like accents, or he does like impressions, and I'm quite good at impressions, and people donate to him and just say do an impression, but it's like you're a performing monkey. Is that what you're calling me, Brandon? Because I think you are, mate. But I'll go, yeah, I'll perform for you, mate. Yeah. I'll go with I've got 2-1 lead, so I'll go with Peru scoring, and that answers your question there, Billy lad. I'll go Peru scoring, and Rothwell to get the winner. What are you guys thinking? Let me know in the section below when it comes to your score predictions. Really interested to hear what you guys say on this one. Are you confident? Are you not? I think it's either going to be 1-1 or 2-1. I'm thinking a very, very, very tight game today, guys. I just have a feeling in my bones. But stick with me anyway. Really appreciate that. Mike says, shout out to the LUTB. Mate, let me know what that means. Leeds United, Tampa Bay, is that what it is? Is that what it is? It should be Tampa Bay Whites. There we go, doing them another bloody promotion there. You know, yeah, you lot getting so much promotion from me. 2-0, 3-1. Today is Solomon's audition. I think you bang on there, Leslie. I think you bang on. 3-1 says Brandon. Get your score prediction. Strout to score. Don't think he's under the radar, though. I think Rothwell goes under the radar more than Tanaka. Yeah, I'd agree there. I'd agree with you there. I think Rothwell does, and maybe it's because he's a lone player. For some reason, he doesn't get as much, I don't know, statistical backing. Like you'll see on Twitter, it'll all be about Tanaka, won't it? Tanaka this, Tanaka that. And you won't really get a lot on Rothwell for some reason. Maybe it's because some fans, and you see him in a game just donning it, you know, doing so well. So I don't know. I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of people just been like, Ampadu gets straight back in. And I love Ethan Ampadu. I'd probably say Ampadu and Tanaka are my favourite players. No, actually, Ramazan is my favourite player, I think. But yeah, I actually think that, you know, Rothwell has done as much defensively as Gruev and Ampadu did. I think that's backed up by statistics as well. So for me, in fact, when Ampadu gets back in, I love him, but it's so sort of cut and signed, sealed and delivered. It's like, yeah, no, he gets back in, he starts. And I'm a little bit like, well, no, he's got to work to start. For me, he's got to work to start because Rothwell's been so good. And automatically, I believe Tanaka's going to stay in there, which I agree with. I'd love the manager to go to a 3 and maybe drop an Aronson in there, maybe push Rothwell a little bit higher. I don't think he'll do that, though. Tampa Bay, I live about 4 hours north. Yeah, mate, but 4 hours in America is like 15 minutes, innit? We go top, got to be a great incentive for the lads. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Woody. This is to go top of the division, I believe, for the first time this season. So there's no bigger incentive. There is no bigger incentive for Leeds United today. We've got to win the game. Seeing online already, someone put a post back to me. In fact, I'm going to put it on the chat. I'm going to put it in the chat. Let me know in the comment section. But I want to hear your thoughts on this, everyone. And look, I don't want to sway you. I know I've just kind of swayed you all there, but I don't want to. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm actually going to put this in here. If YouTube actually starts up. Right. Okay. Get your thoughts in the section below on this, everyone. Tell me what you think. Right. So I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Here's the poll. Start a poll. Okay. All right. Get answering. I'll read it out. People. Let me know in the comment section below. But as well, everybody, what I'm going to start doing is putting a little QR code down here. So you guys can, because I know a lot of you watch on the TV. So there's like 250 watching right now on YouTube. We've got 1,100 on all platforms. Okay. So if you guys would, and if you fancy doing it, sign up to YouTube. It's completely free. And if you sign up to YouTube as well, everybody, it just means that you can get involved with the chat a little bit more. There's additional perks. You can like the videos as well. You can get that little green mark on your thing as well, on your name as well. Sometimes it can be quite difficult when you're on Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. But I really appreciate you joining anyway. Okay, Solomon needs to show up today. I agree with it, mate. I agree with it. So get your thoughts in, everybody. Anyway, want to be seeing. So let's have a look at what you guys are saying on the poll. So a draw, 95% of you so far have said no. So there's over there's 70 votes right now, I believe. Is that what I can see? Oh no, 50 votes. I can see is a draw good enough. Yes, 4%, no, 96. That's the standard. And I love it, everyone. I love it. I love it. Right now, before the game, if something happens in the game, right, if we're looking at the game and Leeds are down to 10 men, right, Leeds are out to 10 men, and we get a draw, like, no problem with that. But right now, no chance, not for me, people. But yeah, guys, as I say, 109 likes on the video. Make sure you're racking those likes up, and let's get into it. Leeds United versus Swansea. Leeds coming out in the, what kit is this? The blue kit? Fantastic. Come on, Leeds. But yeah, John's in the building as well. Shout out to you, John. Yeah, guys, and wrap the lights up on the video. Ramazani, 3-0 to Leeds. Yeah, I'm going to turn all my notifications off. I'm getting some people messaging me already asking me for my score predictions, and you're off for this one. It's me and the Watchalong. That is it, everybody. Hello from the Watchalong. There we go, guys, in Tampa Bay. Shout out to you, Matt and Steve. There you go, mate. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic. I think that's not what you want. You don't want to see that. You don't see my crotch. Hi, Connor. What's your score prediction? I'm going to go with a 2-1 Leeds win, mate. 2-1 Leeds win. Rodden's got some great war rounds on his forehead. He has, mate. He looks older than me, doesn't he? Giant Dwarf says, I've got a bad feeling about today. Don't say that, mate. Don't say that. So let's get the timer sorted anyway. We're definitely not there. Don't worry. Definitely not. Although I feel like I kind of want to get to that point right now, if I'm honest with you. Leeds make me so nervous. It's unbelievable. But yeah, guys, we're going to be going, stick with us on the timer, of course, and we're going to be going into it. How's the sound? Does it sound okay? Does it sound, so normally I'd be using the old, but we've actually got the clip on for this one, everyone. So if it sounds all right, let me know in the comment section below, and we'll get on with it, shall we? If we don't win this, I'll be shocked. Mark says 3-1. Tanaka to score today. Connor says Lee. Yeah, mate, hopefully. Billings is a must get in January. We stumble on these occasions and we're away. Bit apprehensive about this one, says Darren M. Giant Dwarf says 1-0 win. Pete says, I hope so that we win and get at them. If we do the slow and steady and lose or draw, then that'll be very disappointing. Feels like ages since we played. Brandon, do you know what the beautiful thing is, mate? Cheers for that, Mark, as well. Do you know what the beautiful thing about all this is, mate? We've got like 4 months till the next international break, so we're going to be doing loads of live streams on the channel. None of that crap of an international break. I'm looking forward to it. So it's a gloomy day here in on the suburbs of York. We've got Pablo here with us. Pab, come here. All right. Ian's joining us as well. But yeah, so I've got the mic on anyway, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear. So if you want any of your thoughts in, I said we'll go live after the game. They all want to hear your thoughts. Do they? Yeah, they do. They do, believe it or not. But yeah, guys, if you do hear a dog barking throughout this, I apologise. And our dog is called Pablo. Do you want to bring Pablo over? Named after the great one. Here he is. Pablo, what's the score? What's your score prediction? What's your score prediction, Pablo? 2-0. 2-0 to Leeds. There you go. There he pops. First appearance on camera. Did he say? I think he said there that Luke Williams, that he was in charge of the 4-0 defeat. And I was just saying on camera that Leeds is last. Right, they're going to be kicking off in just a sec, everybody. So we're going to get going. If you want to line up yours with mine, you can do. You know what to do. And here we go. We're not on that minute yet. 3, 2, 1. It's weird seeing Leeds in that colour, isn't it? It is, yeah. Like black. Come on, ref, get on with it. And we're off. Right, we're off, everyone. If you want to line up your sort of lineups with mine and your timer. So, Dad, the lineup. I don't know if you've seen it. You've seen the lineup. Just got seen, Connor. Right. So the lineups. So Solomon starts. Yeah. James, Aronson, and Peru. Okay. The front four, and then everything aside from Byram. Well, actually, Byram included is the exact same. So yeah. But anyway, Swansea on the ball, everybody. Josh Team on here, being pressed by Leeds, gets past Bogle and Dan James pretty easily. Then he gets past Tanaka. Bogle gets back and makes a good tackle. But yeah, it's an interesting one today. But yeah, I mean, initial thoughts. So I thought with that lineup in particular, I thought that it was a bit, a lack of maybe press and dynamism up front. You know, a bit of lack of speed, but Leeds could win it high up now, and we have won it high up. Leeds on the counter attack here. Manor Solomon wins it really well back, puts the ball in. It's a poor ball in from Manor Solomon, really poor, but it's a.
It had to be square, didn't it? That had to be square. Looked like it was Puro in the 6-yard area there. You know, it was a real opportunity for us. It was a poor ball.
Yeah, but
still, we've got a corner.
Corner to Leeds, yeah. So 1 minute 25 in, everybody. Go in if you want. Joe Rothwell on the corner. Needs to be a good ball. Ball played in. Good ball. Leeds win it. Oh, back post. It's Jesus,
James.
Oh,
unlucky. Decent start though, Connor.
Ball. Yeah, good ball in by Joe Rothwell. Got a whip on it. Joe Rodon just.
Oh, he was there. Wasn't he? He was only stolen at the back.
It was Rodon knock on, and James. The ball was fed over, but it was just a bit too quick on the turf, I think, for him.
Still a nice ball in, Connor, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good ball in.
Nice to see that we've got somebody who's decent now with dead balls, don't you think? We do actually look like a bit of a threat at corners now.
Yeah, it did. Lads, is it Brandon on this? Brandon just said he thought we're playing in white, which is quite funny.
It's weird.
It is weird, yeah. But it is the black and white of Swansea, isn't it? Ball played out. Leeds Leeds nearly winning it high up there. Vigouroux in net, who I've been bigging up, knocks it out. He does well there, actually, doesn't he? Josh Teamon. But Leeds are pressing extremely high here, which obviously has its own risk, but they don't look that great on the ball. Immediately, you can see that if Leeds press them a little bit high, they're going to get a lot of recoveries in that final third.
Yeah. Well, it's been a good start, Connor. I know you were talking about the front four there with Aronson.
Just sit over here.
Would it be a little bit light on the press?
Actually, I don't know if you'll be able to see.
I don't know. I mean, certainly the first few moments are not suggesting that, really, are they?
Foul. Oh, no, Swansea come away with it. Leeds pressing a little bit higher. Tanaka wins it. No, they win a foul. Let's move that out of that. Just said it's like we're in some sort of dungeon here.
Yeah. Apologies for the state of the walls, by the way.
Josh Key on the overlap, and he wins a corner from Byram. So this is the lad who I was talking about being a little bit of a problem. He's really good on the overlap, and I just said that, you know, Byram's got to be careful of him. You know, it's all right getting forward, but you just got to be looking over your shoulder there as well.
Cullen kid playing for them, Connor?
Cullen's playing, yeah.
He scored 2 for Wales, didn't he, in midweek?
Yeah, he did. So corner now for Swansea.
They're quite big lads, aren't they?
Yeah, you got Harry Darling in there, Josh Key, Ben Cabango. Ball played in by former Leeds player Matt Grimes, headed out. Cabango, yeah.
So we're back in the Championship. Cabango.
Not seeing him. Okay, so they build up again. Cabango at the back. Am I on screen here? I am on screen, aren't I? It's tracking my face a lot. Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? Darling. It's weird watching it without the sound on, isn't it? It's quite nice, quite therapeutic.
Well, yeah, because it's going to be those idiots, isn't it? It's probably going to be Don Goodman.
Yeah, you can put it on. You can put it on low if you want. You can put it on low. Don't know where it is. The remote. Anyway, yeah, Leeds had a pretty good start. It's gone a little bit not flat as such, but it's
a real opportunity for us today, Connor.
Real opportunity, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, win the game, and we're in pole position, aren't we, on goal difference?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think it's the first time. I was just saying this earlier, but it's the first time Leeds had got top, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't think we've been top this season.
Yeah, and we need to make it work.
Yeah, well, we do, especially.
These are the games we have to be winning, Connor.
Yeah, and draw, loss as well. You know, draw, loss, I should say, away from home. Yeah. You know, Bristol City not winning that game, and that looks like a bit of we should have won that game now, really. Yeah. You know, you're looking at all the teams that have gone down there, Sheffield United, Burnley, and won.
Picking points up down there.
Picking points up. Leeds obviously did pick a point up, but Millwall as well, you know, losing that game. But anyway, Joe Rodon, Rothwell. They're pressing quite high as well. Rothwell on the ball, back to Rodon. Well played. Needs to be quicker there from Bogle.
Did quite well.
Leeds nearly building up nicely there. Back to Vigouroux, plays it back out. Oh, get up, man. Swansea free kick. James obviously against his former club here, as is Peru. Darling, Grimes. Ball played forward, little overlap. Joe Rodon does well. Does well on the cover there, Joe Rodon.
Be an interesting game for Rodon as well today, don't you think, Connor? Because I think his form hasn't been as impressive at the start of this season as it was last. So this will be a good opportunity for him to really get into this. Where is he on the booking front as well? Is he still one away from suspension?
Oh, hold on, Solomon does well. Ball played in. Good ball. He can't. I think we've got a problem. Haven't we? We've got a problem. We just beat. You know, when you beat a man on that side, the ball into the box. Firpo's the exact same. The ball into the box always hits the first man. Always hits the first man. Swansea come away with it now. Anyway, it's
a bit of space down here, aren't they, on the left?
Yeah, Ronaldo against. It's a good tackle. Referee. It's never a foul in a month of Sundays. Tanaka gives a foul away. Well, Swansea free kick.
Bemused by that, Tanaka, doesn't he?
Didn't look like a foul, that did it?
Didn't. No, Farkas saying the same.
Just a good tackle. It's not a foul, is it? He just jumped into him. It's not. You just watch him. He just jumped into him. It's never a foul in a month of Sundays. He's just fallen on the floor.
Referees. You can see the injustice written all over Tanaka's face there, can't you?
Yeah. Matt Grimes, anyway, in a very, very gloomy Wales on a Sunday. We've been there before, haven't we, Dad? A gloomy game in Wales.
Happier here, isn't it?
No. Apparently there's been flooding in South Wales, which I didn't know. Yeah. Matt Grimes, anyway. There's Matt Grimes and Joe Allen. Can you believe Joe Allen's still playing?
I don't believe it, no.
Joe Allen over it. I think he's about 39. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Grimes whips the ball in.
Oh no. Oh, for goodness sake. I mean, that's League 1, League 2 defending. That's an absolute disgrace.
So
they don't deserve to go top with that kind of defending.
I mean, you guys, you've got that is the most
pathetic.
That is my French, the shittest goal you could ever concede. You can, for a little bit of open play genius, they've played a ball in and the centre back's got away. Not follow. It was Strauk who's on him. It was this zonal crappy marking. It's Tanaka. I think it's Tanaka's lost him. They're nowhere. Someone's lost him. Look, Tanaka's just behind him there.
3 Leeds players there. It's stalling in between 3 Leeds players. They're all watching.
It's abysmal. It's abysmal defending from Leeds United, and we're becoming accustomed to this away from home. It's another set piece conceded away from home, Dad, just like it was against Millwall.
So easy.
It's a piece of piss to score against Leeds United. It is an absolute piece of piss. There's nothing to it. It's easy. So Leeds 1-0 down, and we've given ourselves another ridiculous task again. Another set piece conceded by Leeds United.
They ought to be ashamed of themselves for that. They're all ball watching. They're half asleep.
Exactly the same against Millwall. Exactly the same. Do you remember Jake Cooper? They won they won the first ball, and then Tanganga put it in.
But the thing is, Connor, it's just so easy for the opposition. It seems to be able to score against us. And the point Tanaka out there has been the man who lost his man.
Well, because
but he seemed to steal in between 3 players for me there.
But once again, that's not a foul. It's not a foul. It's not a foul. It's not an excuse, but it's not a foul.
It's never a foul, but it should never have been a goal. They should be able to defend situations like that. If that had been in the Premier League, it'd have been chalked off anyway, because there was that was offside when the ball was played in.
It's not just Tanaka that. I think all 3 of them are to blame for that.
Bogle.
Pathetic.
Really poor from Leeds.
And it's so easy for them, isn't it? It seems like when it comes to us trying to score a goal, we have to work so much harder. But that's been the same for the last 2 or 3 seasons at Leeds. We have to work so much harder to score.
And it's a chance to go top.
That's dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. I'm dismayed at that. 7-8 minutes into the game.
And do you know what the funny thing is? They're a possession-based side. Swansea, they try play similarly to where we play. So I didn't expect a set piece goal like that. But as I've said, it's consecutive games away from home. They've done it twice now. There's 3 of them frigging ball watching, exactly the same against Mill. I keep saying it, but it's the same thing.
But do you know what? There's hardly any emotion when the goal goes in, Connor. Is there? Did you see the reaction from the players afterwards?
Yeah,
it's like, shrug of the shoulders. Yeah. Let's go back. Kick off.
Yeah.
I'd be absolutely distraught. I'd be throwing my arms up in the air, complaining, pointing at people.
Yeah.
It's like shrug of the shoulders and that's it. Does it matter?
Well, look at that. Swansea haven't lost a game since when scoring first since November 2023. And once again, we beat this lot 4-0 away last year. Beat this lot 4-0 away and they barely had a touch of the ball. And already there's nothing from Leeds. There's
nothing from Swansea though, Connor, let's be honest.
There's a goal, but yeah.
There's a goal, but there's nothing. We've had 2 weeks away. We had a masterful win last time round against QPR, and we should have really smashed more goals than 2 past them.
This is the thing.
I mean, that should have been a platform for us to move on here. This lot are nothing special. 14th in the league.
14th, yeah, 14th in the league, 12th in the division when it comes to home form. Got to start having a little bit more about us here away from home. We're a sack of shit away from home. We're soft. You said it against Millwall. We're soft away from home. Got to start showing a little bit more here. Solomon, Rothwell.
I expect to see more emotion from the players. To me, after the goal here, they're looking a little bit leggy.
Ball over the top. It's a good ball. Sam Byram's got left foot. And it's a shit ball in from Byram. It had to get it.
It needs to be in front of the player, not behind the player.
Chat as well. How many times have I told you to look at this guy's left foot? He can't play a left foot. He cannot pass with his left foot. Cannot pass with his left foot.
He even had the time there, Byram, Connor, to control the ball and knock it in with his right foot in front of the player.
Yeah.
He knocks a poor ball in with his left foot behind the running player.
Dear. Rothwell.
If anything, that does show they are looking vulnerable on their right hand side.
Solomon. This is, you lose a game like this, and so just showing Byram again. He's offside, but the ball over the top here, he's got 5-6 yards, whatever, left foot now, and it has to be deflected to go into the path. See, it's going behind. It's actually going behind Solomon in the middle there, and it's deflected into his path.
Well, that's what I said. He played it straight behind the on-running player.
Yeah.
He even had time, Connor, to control that ball and still knock it in with his right.
Right, Aronson now against Cabango. He's in a good position here. Takes it past Cabango.
He's all over him.
Still got it, Aronson. Still got it. No. Rodon turned. Ball played out. Ronald here. I think it's Ronald. This lot are just nothing special. They're absolutely nothing special, guys. It's just, yeah.
Well, the good thing is, Connor, we're seeing something down their right-hand side. There's definitely, There's definitely something on there. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
Not being tested down their left side, really, to speak of at the moment. I know there was an early run there from Bogle, wasn't there?
Yeah, so people are saying in the chat it's always post-international. It's never post-international for other teams, though, is it?
It's not post-international for Swansea.
That's what I mean. Yeah, and I get it, but it always seems to be the same with us, doesn't it? It's post-international break. Yeah. It's not an excuse, no.
Farke was talking about how they've had time away, time to maybe recharge the batteries and really get their heads around training and really be up for this game. I can't believe that.
I can believe it. I can definitely believe it. I know what you're saying though, but I can definitely believe that. It's not like surprising to me that all. I mean, how many times have you seen Leeds concede a goal like that? We just seem a bit flat. Seem a bit flat.
I mean, there's nobody really asking for the ball here. It's throwing, isn't it?
We really need a goal quickly, don't we? Need a goal in this first sort of 20 minutes. Come on, Perot.
He's got a real look of Cooper about him, hasn't he? It's the sort of goal Cooper would have scored a few years ago.
Yeah. I say in the attacking threat, really, is just going to have to come through Bogle. When you look for me, when you look at it, because
on the right side.
Well, just in general, I think that's where a lot of your attacking threat's going to come from. Because you're going to get Solomon going on the inside. You're going to get Byram offering virtually nothing. Aronson potentially might offer something. James maybe on that ball over the top. But in sort of build-up, I think Bogle's going to be one of the bigger threats. Bogle now, look, here we go. He's done well there.
Yeah.
Can he? He's still done well. He's still got it. Jaden Bogle now. Leeds have got an overload. Ball played in. We just can't beat the first man with that ball in on the overlap. It's Byram again with his left foot.
The balls are not good enough, Connor. The balls that have been played in, whether it's from Solomon or Byram, are just not good enough at the moment.
I agree. And he's got I think he's got a cross completion rate, Byram, on that left-hand side. I put it on a video of 19 or 20%. He can't cross with his left foot. I keep saying it and people keep saying I've got a frigging agenda against him. Ball played through. Rodon does well to see it, really. Ronald on the black. That's a foul. That is a foul. That is a foul. But
it's got away with it. It's odd, isn't it?
It's got away with that as Rodon.
That was more of a clear-cut foul than the one preceding the goal.
Rodon's also ex-Swansea, isn't he? Just realised.
I thought he was.
Yeah, he is, yeah. But it stinks of us. If a result like this happens, I'm getting it in my head that, you know, it's going to be a third place finish for Leeds United, or definitely competing for second. Anyway, Solomon on the ball, a little bit of a burst of pace.
Can we see a quality ball in here?
Solomon. We just don't look.
Inside to Aronson, hasn't he?
Aronson, there's no one in the box for him. Where's Peru? And he's going
all the way back to the corner flag here. Advantage lost.
There's no zip in the box. There's absolutely no zip in the box. We're getting into good positions on this left.
Good positions on the left. It's just that ball. Again, been gobbled up, isn't it? Not a problem for the Swansea defence. Ball comes in, their central defender heads it straight out, and we have to start again.
Strout. Rothwell.
What about a through ball? You know, through the middle.
Tanaka.
Yeah. Rather than going down the sides the whole time.
That's the thing, they can funnel us out wide because we've got nothing in the middle. So if he starts Joseph, at least you've got something in the middle, but he won't start Joseph. And I don't understand him sometimes. He's taking Joseph off again to put Peru in, and he's changing it all the time. I think that's the problem with Farke. He keeps doing this. Ball played over by Rodon.
It's a great ball.
It's offside. You got to look at that line, Mano, because you're the one who can look across that, mate.
Yeah, he's got to be better than that. He's an international captain, isn't he? Got to be better than that. He can't believe it. Swansea manager can't believe they're in front. I know the stats are horrendous, aren't they?
So Swansea stats, they're bottom when it comes to goals and the bottom when it comes to shots on target. And guess who they've scored against? You've got to be winning this game. They've got to be winning this game. There is no frigging excuses not to be winning this game. They're poor though, aren't they? You can tell they're poor.
It was a poor goal to give away. They scored it. It was a poor goal to give away, but they look absolutely nothing.
Ball through. Dan James, he's through.
This is it.
Goal should be a goal. James.
Yes, it has to be.
Get it! Solomon.
That's it.
Get it.
Solomon scores. First goal for Leeds.
Solomon scores. Brilliant. And also,
well done, Dan James.
Really good, Dan James.
Yeah.
1-1.
Now this is it. We really should be moving on.
Get it.
This is a game really where we should be knocking 3 or 4 in. Easy.
James is saying it. James is saying, knock that ball over. He's saying it to Bogle now. Get in, Solomon. I'm buzzing for him. He scored. Yeah, that's good. He's had a good start as well, to be fair. Who played that ball through? Is it Strout? Strout wins the ball back. Look at this with his right foot. What a ball from Strout. It's a brilliant ball. And James unselfish.
Unselfishly through.
Get in.
I thought he'd have a go at that.
Yeah, he does. He does. And every right to have a go.
It's a cracking ball, that. Get in.
That's unselfish.
Start again.
Yeah. Let's start again. Yeah. Slate's clean.
No.
Yeah, I think Solomon's. It's been his best start. He's just not. He's not.
Final ball.
That final ball.
He got that touch. He's got his goal. That's great news. It's just that final ball.
But this is the rotation. If you're getting someone like that scoring as well, Jack, you're getting someone like that scoring, and you got William Yonto and Ramazani on the bench. There's no excuses for us not to be absolutely rinsing this lot. There's no excuses.
It was interesting there. Kind of exploited the gap in the middle.
Yeah.
The ball came through the middle. An excellent pass from Strike. We weren't channeling it out to the sides. I know James was on the right hand side, but it's a ball that came through the middle this time round. Got them out.
Yeah. 20 minutes in.
What about that?
Rodon. Rothwell. Back to Rodon. Ball played over.
Oh, just off. The opportunities are here, Connor, aren't they?
Do you say a cup of tea?
The opportunities are definitely here.
Yeah, I've had to explain to everyone in the chat that it's we're not in a torture cell right now. Yeah. Yeah.
It does look like a torture cell.
It does. It's this thing back here. It's like the blood stains.
And the rings pinned to the wall, the torture rings.
Yeah. It's a good job you can't see up above.
It does.
Yeah, please, Mum.
Please.
Grimes. Josh Key. Plays ball forward. It's off Mano Solomon. Oh, man. Come on, Peru. He just runs in treacle, doesn't he? Just his style of play, but sometimes it's just that zip.
I mean, we're not convinced, are we, that he should be the starting man, Connor?
No.
I bet Farker's furious over that goal we gave him.
Yeah.
Still, I'll put that behind me.
Chris King, he says Farker out. It should be like, look, this squad though. It's a top 2 squad, 100%.
You just get the feeling that we're just sort of underperforming a little bit.
I think we are
at
underperforming.
this stage.
Oh, Dan James. Oh, that's a.
What's he going to do here?
Yellow card, then you've got to give him something. I don't say how. Ref, get your card out. Get your card out. Oh, I can't stand them. They're so bad.
He's saying how? How?
He's saying how, but it doesn't.
How? About 4 times he's questioning the referee.
But Jack, it doesn't matter if you meant to. So James has got ahead of him. He's not aware of Dan James coming.
I'm looking at that again.
So yeah, it is. He's made contact. He's trying to shield the ball with his body, but he's got James. It's a foul. It's a foul.
It is a foul.
It's a foul and a yellow card.
It is a foul.
How is that just a foul and not a yellow? I don't understand. Because he's gone up to him and gone, how? Suddenly it's, the refs a little bit.
He's upset because he thought he had the ball under control and he just didn't realise he was beaten by Dan James's speed there.
Yeah, he was.
Didn't expect that. I'd be quick with this. This is a clever pass through there, Connor. He's in a good position on the right side of the box. He could have caught him half asleep. The Swansea defence there. Just a low, hard ball through the middle. Just there's a huge gap.
Rothwell over it. Swansea playing the offside trap. Good ball in. It's a good ball in as well. It's right where you want it. Solomon. Jinx. Inside. Needs help. Comes inside. Rothwell. Have a dig, Joe.
Go.
Ball over the top. Oh, come on. Alert. Perot. James. Oh. Well done, Pascal.
Don't you get the feeling right now at this moment in the game that they're really here for the taking, aren't they?
James is playing well as well. Dan James is probably the highlight right now. He's playing really well. Rothwell. Bogle, keep going forward. Come on, don't go back to frigging Melier. Go forward. Come on. Be confident. Rodon. Release. Well done. James. Bogle on the overlap.
Yes, I could see.
And he's
the 2 spare men on the left.
Well done, Tanaka. Unlucky.
Bogle.
Yep.
The thought was a good one.
$1,500 people in the chat. Everybody, make sure you're liking the video. Vigaroo. All platforms, yeah. But yeah.
They're definitely here for the take.
Yeah, we could get 3 or 4. We could get 3 or 4. They're not. Yeah, they are not a good team. This lot
offering absolutely nothing.
Yeah, good ball. It's not a good ball, is it? Who's that? Is it Aronson? Fucking Aronson, man.
Smashed it, didn't he?
See the weight of pass.
Yeah.
Leeds are all over them since the Swansea goal. They've done nothing. 7 touches in the final third.
Yeah.
Southampton scored 1-1.
That's 2-1, they're winning. And that's Southampton beating Liverpool. No, it's crazy.
I like the way that sports Southampton.
No, really.
I'd like to see Tanaka get a goal, Connor, wouldn't you?
I'd like to see, him or Rothwell.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Melia get a goal.
Let's see him get a save.
Oh.
Melia. Right, here we go, Connor. Look, looking a rare venture into the Leeds half from Swansea here.
Bogle does well, cuts it out. Does really well, Jayden Bogle. Release it, lad, release it. It's a good ball as well. He's done well. Leeds are on the counter-attack. Manor Solomon supported by Dan James Peru. Ball in. Dan James on the left-hand side. Cuts back on his right. No, it had to be on his left foot. And now they've got... the entire attacks. Because he cut back. Why didn't he cross it on his left foot? Dan James. God, so dependent on his right. Go on your left.
Still, it's promising here.
Well, we've just got the ball, haven't we?
You know,
Attack's died down on it.
I mean, they're so vulnerable on their right hand side.
Tanaka's had a bit of a weird start, hasn't he? He's not had his best start, I don't think. Grimes clears. It's not a foul. Don't give that as a foul. He's done well, the centre forward there, to hold up the ball.
It's a decent side, Swansea, didn't they?
It did. Very difficult side to play.
Famous last night.
Yeah. We have stolen a few of the players over the years, though, Jack.
Yeah.
You got 3 of them, eh? Harry Darling. Still going. Aronson tracking him. Josh Keys.
This is where we just need to be on it, don't we? Need to be concentrating here. It's a good ball in.
Melee covers. Is it? Ball over the top. Timon's out of play.
That's out. That's got to be out. But I'd like to see a little bit more, Connor. I'd like to see the wingers swapping sides a bit more.
Yeah, Nonso. To be fair, Nonso was doing it with Nonso and Ramazani were doing it quite a bit.
I think it confused their 2 full backs. It really would. And these 2 have got that ability.
Perfect ball from Strout, that one.
Lovely goal, that.
Leeds winning and they go top. Big incentive. Big incentive.
We need to be winning, Connor.
Yeah, we do need to be winning.
There's some pace on him, Dan James, hasn't he?
It's rapid. Rothwell. Come on, intensity. Come on, let's get that intensity back to where it was. Rothwell, ball over the top. Brilliant ball. Brilliant ball. Ooh, offside.
That was a late call.
He looked behind the line there.
Yeah. Late call, that. Amateurs, some of these officials.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dan James's nose looks mashed, doesn't it?
Yeah, someone's giving it a good clubbing.
Oh yeah, he got smashed in the face. Yeah. Daniel says, "Why does it take going behind for Leeds to start playing better?" Shout out to you, Daniel. Thanks for that, mate. What do you reckon? It does. Does feel like that, doesn't it, with Leeds? It's like, how many times have we gone behind this season?
It's frustrating, but at least we've responded, Connor.
That's it.
In a timely fashion as well.
That's it. Yeah, at least I mean, it's a shocking goal to concede. You should never be conceding that sort of goal. But yeah, at least they've responded, which we couldn't do, could we?
No, we couldn't against Millwall, could we?
Huh? Rothwell, back to melee, trap it.
Yeah, should be easy for him. It should be easy for Melier.
Right foot, smashes it to a Swansea player.
Yeah, clubs it straight down the middle, treading out Melier there.
Classic melee. Grimes. Nothing like a melee, just pass it back. Roland puts the ball in. Yeah. No.
So what's he going to do with this? Is it going to be like a volley out to the sides, making it really difficult for a fullback to control?
No, it'll be centre backs.
No.
It's easy for him to do that, isn't it? Road on. We can be dull to watch sometimes, can't we?
Yeah.
Road on. Back to melee.
Well, they do,
Yeah, they do this a lot, don't they? Like that Simpsons episode. Do you remember, Jack? Road on. Awful ball from Joe Rodon. Bogle does really well to keep it in.
They really are here for the taking. They're not offering anything, are they? What have they ventured into the Leeds half? 3-4 occasions.
Bogle wins it back.
He's in. Oh, that deflection could have gone anywhere, couldn't it? He's playing well, isn't he, Bogle?
Yeah, he is. He's always playing well for Leeds. Team on. Well done, Sanaka. Great tackle. And he could be quick now. Bit quicker. Harrison doesn't read it and then goes back. Got to be braver in these attacks sometimes. Bogle.
That looked like a tight cross to me.
That's poor, that might be funny.
He's running a lot, this lad, isn't he? To be fair.
Yeah.
Out of play.
Trying it out. I don't understand Tanaka there. There was no need for contact there, was there?
No.
Off the ball.
I'm sorry, Dad. Rolling ball.
Absolutely chucking it down.
Tanaka.
We won in this kit, yeah.
Have we won in this kit yet? I don't know, you know. I'm not sure.
I feel like we're not playing it that much.
Yeah. Tanaka.
You know what? This is calling out for some long range hits. This, you know, when you look at the weather,
Yeah,
it's going to be really difficult for either keeper to pick the ball up in these conditions.
Oh, great ball from Tanaka. There we go. Good ball from Bogle. Dan James on the attack.
Yeah.
Ball played in. Awful.
Yeah, miles off.
Terrible ball in from Dan James.
Ball.
I felt like you had to rush with that.
Yeah, he had him beat, didn't he? He was 2 or 3 yards in front of him there.
You didn't have to hit that.
Time to control the ball.
You could have.
That's Dan James, isn't it? It's the inconsistency of Dan James in a nutshell. That.
Easier actually, just to play it along the ground there, wasn't it?
The hell are you?
God knows, chairman.
Right. I think they're American again. Surprisingly.
Or Americans.
Is that John Terry?
Thank you. Yes.
Cheers.
Not a lot doing at the moment here, Connor, is there?
No.
They got the ball at the back.
The intensity's dropped again.
Yeah.
I feel it's completely dropped. There's the odd ball forward, which is it's poor sort of execution, and that's it. It's dropped off massively. I think this
really hard. I mean, we've obviously had the possession. I don't know. We're not dominating the ball, are we?
No, we're not. We're not at all.
See, there's an urgency to get it up front. I can see that.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I don't
Okay.
Josh Keys
Opportunity for them on
does well
the
there.
left side.
Aronson, Solomon does well. Byron pass it. Just he's so bad, man. He's so average. Average Joe's Gym on the left hand side. He just a simple pass there to Aronson from that stand. He falls over and boots it out of play. So average.
It's not natural for him, Connor. He's on the left hand side there. It's not natural, is it?
No, it's not. But
The chances are a lot of the balls down the left hand side are going to go out, or he's going to misplace the pass because it's not natural.
okay, Tanaka with a poorly weighted pass, and Bogle gets it, and it kind of. Do you have to bring it back there, ref? Do you have to bring it back? We've got the advantage. We've got the advantage. Like, what is the? And he what? For fuck's sake! God, they're so. You look at you. They're like head teachers, aren't they? No offense to head teachers, but it's just like they're so pedantic, aren't they?
No logic to the game. Let's keep it flowing. Leeds had the advantage.
Bogle. But again, the way to pass a little bit off. Bogle plays the ball in again. First man cannot get it past that first man, can we? Peru cannot trap a bag of wind, can he? At the minute, we've got to up the intensity here. No,
all the way back. Come on,
it's such.
On.
We just want
better than this.
We just want to get the stats up with Melier, don't we? It's just look on, let Elon have a touch back to him again. It's frustrating, isn't it?
It's frustrating.
Melier goes forward. Solomon does well there. Come on, Joel, bit of pressure.
Swansea ball. At least he got the challenge in.
Yep.
He's keeping it down there. Not far from their corner. Far right hand side.
Oh. Lee's not winning the second ball. Oh, Swansea winning another free kick.
Again, he just went for it there, player. Is that a foul? We'll see.
What is he doing? Grimes. Josh Keys. Josh Key, I should say. Switch ball. That looked out. Come on, Leeds.
Go through a bit of a stale phase of the game, aren't we?
Terrible game, this, isn't it? Yeah. It's another terrible game.
It seems able to keep hold of the ball at the moment.
No, not all. Come on, Peru. He's just that completely absent from the game again, isn't he? He's completely out of any proceedings whatsoever. He's not like, look, he's not had a lot to do really, but what he's had to do, it's just.
Just feel like Joseph's a better target.
Joseph's miles better than him. Like as an overall striker, he is. I think there's definitely a better finisher in there, but he's a miles better footballer up front than he is. Offers so much more. Even his general hold-up play, getting Leeds up the pitch, he's miles better at it. Swansea played the way really well there, out of trouble. Josh Key here, and it looks like a little bit of a 4-on-4 here.
They're up in here. That looks easy, didn't it? Looked very, very easy.
Warning sign there.
There's a warning. Seemed to fall asleep a bit there. So at that point there, we've actually got more in terms of defenders, and yet they just flooded that penalty area on the right-hand side for the moment there, didn't it? It looked really on for them.
I think they've got to be more aggressive in that high press, because what Leeds are doing is they're pressing Swansea really high, because Swansea build up from the back So if Swansea are building up from the back, we've just got to be more successful in winning that ball up high. And I think that is where Joseph's better than Peru. He's a better presser. So you're naturally going to win the ball higher.
Yeah. Again, it's the square pass from Rodon again, isn't it?
Safety, innit?
We need to be looking forwards here, don't we?
Matamele, probably.
Is it square pass again? Playing themselves into trouble there.
But we've got to be better. The options have got to be
poor.
better.
That's just poor football.
Yeah, I think the build-up's been pretty poor from Leeds today. Tanaka. No. Feels like our game plan here is just to pass the ball to James, and it's to release the ball to James.
The two wide players, yeah. I mean, it's been more James's last 10 or 15 minutes, hasn't it, over on this right-hand side?
Yeah.
Solomon's phased out a little bit.
He has phased out, yeah.
But what do you think about the overall game plan? Do you think it is a bit of kick and punt?
I don't think
hoping for the best from the left and the right sided attackers.
I don't think there is.
That's what it is.
I don't think there is a game plan. I'm sure there's like an actual structure when it comes to it. They'll have thought of something. But when I'm watching this, I'm not thinking, oh, there's some like masterclass here of which you're like, oh my goodness,
no.
This is what Leeds are clearly doing. I don't think there is. The high press, obviously, but
yeah,
there's gonna be about 400 minutes stoppage time here, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean,
right, switch that one on, Dad. Like that.
Yeah.
What's he doing here?
Films from strike.
Oh, fuck off, Grimes.
No, quite hard. I think it's more the way in which he went down. He seemed to go down quite heavy on his shoulder. I wonder if that's a dislocation. Doesn't look good, does it?
No.
Might be popping that back in on the touchline.
Swansea man on the ground now. You guys.
I think for me that's just the way he fell. Struggling with it, isn't he? It's like he's giving him a painkiller there. You just nudge it back in there. That looks all right, doesn't it?
Yeah,
We'll
it's fine.
rotate it.
Just been a soft lad, hasn't he?
So that's nearly 2 minutes of stoppage time now.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Mark says, not show says it every week. Passing has to be better.
Agree with Mark.
100%.
Yeah, definitely so. It's bang on 2 minutes now. We're looking at what, maybe 3-4 minutes, something like that. Added time.
Right, free kick. All that and you're absolutely fine. Jesus.
That's 2.5 minutes.
Matt Grimes pumps it in. I think that's Swansea throwing.
That's 45 minutes up. How long do you reckon? Got to be about 4 minutes, I would
It'll
think.
be 4, won't it?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Interesting. Wrong way. He's completely gone the wrong way there, Rodon. Leeds are about to counter-attack, and we're overloaded.
We're lucky there.
We're overloaded on that left-hand side, and the right-hand side, he went on that side instead, didn't he? Rodon.
Back again. He's doing that too often for me.
Rodon to Melee is the easiest option for Joe Rodon. He needs to be a bit braver on the ball. If he loses it, he loses it. Leeds have got to win it back. But Joe Rodon's got to start being a bit braver on the ball. Here he is again. Can't keep chopping back and going back to Melee. That's better. But then the midfielders have got to take better care of it.
Yeah.
He's going to be offside here again, Solomon.
Yeah.
Nothing more infuriating. Nothing more infuriating.
We get caught offside. How many times?
The worst thing is with Solomon is he's looking across the entire line when he's asking for the ball.
Frustrating. Well, it's not been the most exciting half, has it?
Dreadful football, isn't it? It's dreadful. Vigor who plays it. Strauch. I mean, Aronson's not in the game at all, is he, Dad? He's not in the game at all.
We've been the better team, haven't we? There's no doubt about it. They're offering not a great deal at all. We have been the better team, but I'm with you, Connor. There just seems to be 3 or 4 of our players just off the pace.
Again,
I mean, Pirro's hardly featured at all. Aronson's just not there. Tanaka's been a little bit off it as well. Rodon's been okay, but he's relying more on the defensive ball than looking forwards. It's just been an okay performance that should have been better based on the open chances we had, certainly the first 10, 15 minutes.
You can't really have 3 or 4 people off it when you got the opportunity to go top of the table as well. And they're in again. They're in again. It's 3 versus 2.
Oh. How's that gone in? I really just don't know how that's gone in. He doesn't look. He's going, how did that go in? I mean, is that reminiscent of Hernandez's goal at Swansea 3 or 4 years ago when he kind of half hit it and it went in? It's almost a replica of it. But how didn't that 7-foot lump get to that?
He is shit, isn't he?
Absolutely unbelievable. I just don't get it. How come the 7-foot lump didn't get to that?
Swansea get it. They get forward. They win and there's not. It's a terrible ball here.
And half hits it.
Oh, Melly.
I mean, it's pathetic.
He's got to save that, hasn't he? And you'll still hear the frigging excuses of this absolute crap goalkeeper. He's got to get.
Not even stretching his right arm.
It's a slight
for the ball.
It's a slight deflection, but he's got to get to it, hasn't he? You can't rely on him.
The goal scorer can't believe it. It's got a lot of Hernandez's goal a few years ago. I don't know. Leeds
are falling apart again. Can't do it, can we? Pressure's on. Can't do it, can we? Cannot live with pressure.
There's no pressure there, though, Colin.
No, not pressure. I'm on about when there's pressure to go. The general pressure to go top of the table.
I don't know.
And that's it. Arses fell out towards the back end of the half.
What to say? 2 awful goals from Swansea. All of Leeds is making. The defending's atrocious, and they need to sack Meslier. There's no in a million years that he shouldn't have been able to save that ball. It was a half hit. From 20 yards out?
He's saying there's a deflection. Giving him a bit of.
It's marginal, Connor. It's marginal, isn't it?
And also,
it wasn't a true hit, was it?
But also, what I'd say is, why is he so far over? I understand he's covering his near post, which we criticise him so much for, but his footwork along the line when the ball's gone across the Cullen in the middle of the goal, he's just not quick enough, is he, to get over?
He's an atrocious goalkeeper, and if we end up losing this game or dropping points, we can blame him again, can't we? So how many times has he actually kept us in games this season, been a positive influence on the team?
He's never, is he? He's never prevents us. It's never like one of those saves. We're going to get into just some of the halftime stats as well. No, we're still on. We're going to get into some of the stats just before we have a little break. Let's have a look. If I can find them. Was that growl, Dad? Right, so these are some of the halftime stats. So we've got expected goals. Leeds are way ahead on expected goals. Total shots, 4. Both had 2 shots on targets. They've had more passes than we've had. Look at that. They've got 60 more passes than we have. It's very even, isn't it? Very even. They've got.
And that's surprising because they've actually got more possession, like you're saying as well. So
yeah,
that's actually. I mean, the tail of the tape suggesting that they deserve the lead there. I'm not sure if that's the way I see it, but again, it's 2 awful moments of defending, Connor. It's just not good enough. You know, if you want to get promoted, either first or second place from this division, performance needs to be way, way better than that. It's atrocious.
Well, that's the thing, and we were saying it, weren't we, throughout the game, and you know, just talking about it here. You know, I'll just move this so we can get us both in, actually. But we were saying it just then. You know, if you've got the chance to go, top of the table, you know, you go 1-0 down to that. A terrible, terrible, terrible bit of defending from Leeds United from the corner again. As I've said, a blueprint from Millwall. Exact same frigging thing against Millwall happened. Still not sorted it out. Still a little bit vulnerable from those positions again. And away from home, I have to say, I think we just look like a completely different team. I feel there's gears for us to go, but there's just there's no instigation. There's no sort of nous to get to that next level, is there?
It just don't seem motivated, Connor.
They don't seem motivated.
I mean, here we are, a very important game for Leeds United
to go top,
to go top of the league, and to really start stamp our authority on the division. And it just doesn't seem to be there. They seem to be lackluster. They're off pace. They've got when they do have opportunities going forward, and it looks positive, they're squandering those opportunities. They're playing the wrong balls in. The passes are just not accurate enough. I don't know. I mean, they're not showing. It's all about showing the quality on the pitch. I think Farke was talking about this, wasn't he? Talking about some quote that Clough came out with years and years ago, and he said,
"What was it, Clough? He said
it was something about how on paper we're the best team in the league, but you know it's on grass where it counts, and we're just not showing that because on paper at the moment we should be the best team in the league. You know, we have got the quality there where we should be, I wouldn't say running away with this, but we should be in a commanding position at the top of the division right now.
The
way I'm looking at that, Connor, we are going to be struggling to get into the first. So based on our away form, the home form has been very good, but we just don't seem a team that truly wants to be getting automatic promotion from this division at the moment. It just looks poor, very, very poor.
Yeah, it doesn't seem, I agree with you, it doesn't seem that we've got that run in us again, does it? It doesn't seem right now. I mean, obviously Ramazani's got to come back, Nonto's got to come back, Ampadu, Gruev, you've got all these people to come back, but there's a general intensity problem with this Leeds United side, especially away from home. I mean, if this carries on the way it is, I'm not saying it will, but if this carries on the way it is, that's draw, loss away from home. That's not promotion form. It's not promotion form.
It isn't. And there's no gloss.
And I've said as well, you cannot. You hear this all the time. As long as you draw away from home and win all your home games, well,
you need more than that. You need wins in that as well.
Yeah, you do need wins in that. But also, how much pressure does that put on your home form?
Games, I know.
You have to win every single home game.
They don't seem interested, Connor. It's poor. We're not poor all over the pitch. I felt as though, you know, the tail of the tape really goes in their favour in the first half. But I felt we were the better team in the first half, and we had chances there. Had we been that little bit better on the ball, where we should be in front, and we should be in front maybe by a couple of goals, had we been better on the ball. We're not seeing it that way, are we, at the moment? It's just poor.
No, and I think we said at the start of the game it was an interesting decision to go with that front four.
Yeah.
I feel been vindicated again. Really, it's Aronson. I don't want to watch that because I can there's that light in there. Yeah. But the Aronson thing, I feel personally a bit vindicated in that already. It's one of those again where he's been poor for 4 games, Brendan, but it's not just him, Dad. What have we said with Joel Peru? And this is the guys who will consistently back Joel Peru to start. This is what you're going to get with him throughout the entire season. This is why Bamford came in January last season, because you want the energy, the endeavour, the press, the hold-up play.
I just feel with international players on the pitch, which Leeds have got quite a few.
There's no excuses.
We should be doing way better than this.
Yeah.
We should be doing way, way better. The motivation doesn't seem there. It's just poor. We're just looking at a rerun of the second goal now. It just gets worse the more you see it.
It's Meslier. You're looking at Meslier. I mean, the defending's shocking. I mean, Strauch's had a mare. He's had a mare that he's been. Byram's been caught inside. He's not followed his man. The danger's done here. But look how slowly he shifts across his line.
You've got 4 Leeds players there. We're outnumbering their players in the box. And I'm sorry, Connor, but it's a half it. Yeah, it does. It does slightly defect off Bogle's leg there, but there wasn't much on it. It's just a pathetic effort from the keeper. But he never gets called out.
No, it doesn't get called out because you just got to support every single Leeds player without throwing any criticism their way. But for me, he's got to move his feet on his line quicker there. You know, he's miles away from the ball, and you know when that ball gets played centrally to Cullen, he's got to move over with the ball as well. But yeah, it's I mean they're a poor team, aren't they? They're not a good team.
Shocking team. I tell you what, Connor, I mean, pardon my language, but if I was a coach, I'd be kicking them up the arse big time at half time.
Yeah,
you know, I'd be throwing cups around, I'd be kicking things, I'd be saying, just get out there and show the quality. You should be absolutely dominating this game.
Yeah.
We need to get a quick goal back in the first 5 or 10 minutes. We really need to get our hands on this game, and we need to be knocking in 4 or 5 goals in this. We should be winning this game by a clear 3 goals, Connor. It's not going to happen. We know that in a million years. We know it's not going to happen that way, but we should, because they're nothing. They just need to motivate themselves, and it's not happening. If they can't, the coach should be doing something about it.
Oscar's just said, Oscar says, I reckon I've currently got more reflexes than Meslier, and I'm currently in bed with the flu.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I'm sorry to hear that, Oscar. Hope you get better soon, mate. But it's shocking. You could almost see it happening, couldn't you? Yeah. You could see that half hit coming in, and you could see it just bobbling into the back of the net with a half-assed attempt at trying to clear it from the keeper. Shocking. Did look a lot like Hernandez's goal, though, didn't it?
It did look like Hernandez's goal, yeah. Subs at half-time is the only option, says Paul. And if Ramazani's on the bench, you think that he's fit. Nonsa's on the bench, you think that he's fit. You got to get him on the pitch. And look, I think Solomon's had a good first 15 minutes, scored the goal, of course, but completely faded. Completely faded.
Got his goal, didn't he? You know, he tried. You know,
James has been good.
James, yeah, it'd be a difficult one to take him off. You know, I think there needs to be a little bit more impetus up front as well. You know, I can't see what Perot's doing at this moment. It seems to be ineffective. If he doesn't score in the first 70 minutes, which he rarely seems to do, I think he's more effective in that final quarter. Get him off. Get Joseph on. We really need a focus here. And the weather's terrible, isn't it? You could see that. Rubbish. We need more shots outside the box. We need to be a little bit more inventive going through the middle. Let's not just rely on the flank players. But there needs to be a whole improvement in terms of motivation. He should be kicking some backsides.
Yeah, there's got to be some, and you feel if there's not changes, it's going to be very similar to what we saw in that first half.
Days, Connor, where they end up winning 3-1, 4-1. God forbid.
For fuck's sake, says Steve Cooper is available. He's not a fan of him. If you don't win this game, I know there probably won't be generally because wherever we are in the table, but we should be where we are in the table. Do you think there's going to be like a little bit of an underlying, not pressure as such, but do you think there's a change? You can't be, this away form can't continue.
This is an interesting week, isn't it? Because obviously we've got a midweek game coming up, got another game next weekend. So the points are coming thick and fast. If we lose this game today, we're really going to be off the pace. It could have been worse if Sunderland had won yesterday. But this is a real opportunity. We shouldn't be looking at trying to claw our way back up the league. It should be the opposite way about us pulling away.
Yeah, I agree. We've got a One Leeds Patreon chat as well, everybody. If you want to get involved in the Patreon chat as well, link in the description below. Mike has said it's only half time, but so far it's the same old story. We have a total grip on the game, but cannot convert. We need to find strikers that can punish teams. Do you think it would be a striker that would change everything here, or do you think it's something else?
I mean, he's got a good point. It's Mike, hasn't he? You know, I mean, you feel it's an odd one with Perot. For me, he's very effective, isn't he, in the last 20 minutes? And it works better for me.
Ben said I'd be taking Meslier and Perot off at half time.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, Freddie said as well, should have squeezed them 15, 30-minute mark. I don't know why we don't just go all out. Just go all out and press them. Like, they might carve through it, maybe get through us a couple of times, but you're going to recover the ball higher, and you're good enough to. You should be good enough to punish them higher
They
up.
don't look good going forwards.
They don't look good.
We look dreadful. These moments where they have gone through and we look flat-footed, we look as though we're not able to defend our lines. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and I think someone just put in the chat there. I think it's an actual good point. He said, can't say it's about a striker when we've conceded 2 goals in the first half to an awful side. It's true. It is true. The defending, especially for that set piece, is abhorrent again, and it's the same set piece we conceded against Millwall.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know. It's a strange one. I look back on the half, and I feel as though we had the better of it. But in terms of when you look at the goals conceded, they were shocking. You know, we didn't take the best advantage of the opportunities we had either when we were going forwards. So it's a combination of everything. It really does need to improve big time.
Liam says, get the corner flag tweet ready. No excuses now, not with this squad. The board must act. I think it's not. I don't think this is a must win, but well, actually, yeah, it is a must win. Really, you know, you've got to be winning this. I think it's not a must win in terms of you have to get these points to survive. It's a must win in terms of where is this squad at? You know, where is this squad at? Can we, when the pressure's on, go and win a game? Because for me, this squad stinks of third place at the minute. Do you think the same?
Yeah, I do. And when you look at the other teams around us, Connor, dropping points as well. And I think the Sunderland on a little bit of a dip.
They've got 3 starting midfielders out though.
Yeah, but have they won a game in the last 3 or 4?
It's 4.
They've drawn every match, every of the last 4. So they're clear opportunities for us to be pulling away in the league, aren't they? And really, we are a lot better than Sunderland on paper. We should really be doing way, way better than we are. Burnley didn't look anything at all when we played them earlier on in the season, yet they beat us. You know, here we are now at half-time, heading for a 3rd defeat. You know, Burnley, Millwall, Swansea.
And as well, I mentioned this on the pre-game, Dad, and me and you were speaking about it. Last season, we dumped Swansea 4-0. We beat Millwall 3-0. And we beat Bristol City away 1-0. Yeah. Didn't concede a goal at any of these teams. When you look at these reverse fixtures right now, we've lost to Millwall, we've drawn to Bristol City, and we're currently losing to Swansea.
There are a few calls there, aren't there, in the comments about Farke. What do you think about that?
I think he's underperforming.
Yeah.
I think as a manager, he's underperforming. I have to say that. I mean, people keep saying we're the best team in the league. Well, statistically, we're not. We're not right now. He's got the team at his disposal, but I'm very, very worried right now. But that this is going to be a Leeds United pushing for that that second spot with a load of others. I genuinely don't think right now with what I'm seeing. Should Leeds
overloaded with confidence? Let's be honest.
Should Leeds be this reliant on Ramazani? I think we're massively reliant because the midfield's fine. The midfield's fine statistically to what it was with Greve and Ampadu. I think Nonso in there gives us something, but we know Willie can be a little bit inconsistent. I think right now we're heavily reliant on Ramazani. And I don't think with the calibre of Solomon, of James, of Aronson, of Peru, of Joseph, of everything that he's got at his disposal, I think the manager's massively underperforming as well as the players.
Yeah, it definitely is, you know, and you're right. We are. I mean, you could argue that last year we were over-reliant on one player as well. We ended up losing him, didn't he? He was our top scorer.
Yeah.
So there's always going to be a player like that, I suppose, that is going to come to the fore.
Yeah.
You feel as though here we are now. It looks like the second half is just about to kick off, but we could do with some changes, Connor.
What would you do?
I think if Ramazani's on the bench, he's fit to play.
Yeah, I think that he said, didn't he? He might not be ready, but why is he on the bench then? You might as well just left him at home.
May as well just give him an extra half to recover.
Yeah. Yeah, so
things. I mean, I hope he's giving them a massive kick up the back.
He does need, kick up the arse.
They need a really big kick up the arse because that's just not good enough. You're only getting him. Look at him, Ashley Grimes. Who's he?
Grimes loving it. Look at the smile on his face.
I mean, this is it. It's great, isn't it, from their perspective?
It is.
But literally, who are they?
Yeah.
They've got to start stepping up to the box, Connor. It's just not good enough.
It's not good enough. No, it's not. Right, let's get this sorted. So what's your prediction then, Dad? What's everyone's prediction?
Well, I'm going to be positive. It doesn't sound like I was really in the aftermath of that first half. But I'm expecting us to go ahead and win this. I'd like to see 4 or 5 going in. That's not going to happen. But I think we'll turn it around with the right kind of personnel substitutions. We'll nick it 3-2.
3-2. Yeah. I'm gonna go 2-2. I think it'll be a 2-2 this. But if you're with us in this half, everybody, we just normally get the timer sorted right now, and we're kicking off. So let's go.
Okay, let's see. want to see some running in these legs.
Yeah.
Can you see any changes at half time?
No,
because there has been
no changes at half time.
really,
So
it must have been throwing the teacups around that dressing room because we need to see a much improved performance.
Liam says, win, lose or draw, I still want him gone. He relies on individual brilliance, but in this league, you need a collective brilliance. It's just bland.
I mean, if they did go for another manager, at this juncture in time, is that going to give that new manager the time he needs to turn it around and put Leeds in a position to get automatic promotion?
Here's one from Jeremy. If Leeds win, you change your tune.
Absolutely. We've got a great ball there now.
And that's what
Dan James has got it on the far side.
And that's what happens, Jeremy, when you win games. It's a weird thing. Jan James with the ball in, headed out. Rothwell has a strike. And I think it's just it's been cleared. And Swansea come away with it here.
I mean, let's be honest, Connor, we're all Leeds fans. We don't want Leeds to lose. That's why we're all upset here. We want Leeds to win.
Yeah. Ronald
and
here.
Again, there's no challenge going in
it's
there.
Not a foul. It's not a foul. Rothwell. We've got to be way more sort of
I just want to see a bit more enthusiasm here, don't you?
So this is what I mean. So I think at some point you've got to take a risk. Sometimes there's got to be a balance of risk and reward. Like that was a risky pass from Strout, but I don't mind it because he's actually gone for it. If we just consistently just passing between the centre backs and Melier, you're not getting up the pitch.
Yeah. Playing it square at the back and passing it back.
It's got no pace. You know what I mean? Solomon. It's got no pace. Got absolutely no pace on that flank.
I think he's lost that, and that's what it was as a player. It was all built on pace, wasn't it? A bit like Dan James.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what he was. He was Dan James, Solomon. He's got.
Say it that way from Dan James. What kind of a player is he?
Yeah, well, I always used to say that with Theo Walcott. You took that pace away from Theo Walcott, and but like Tanaka playing that ball over the top, it's a good ball, and it's a Leeds corner.
Nice run, that wasn't it? Actually, very good run. He saw it.
Yeah.
It was a good one from Byram. Got to give him a lot
Could
of
you move
credit
that
there.
light just out there, just so it actually
To the
reflects
right?
just towards the chair? That's it. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Right, Leeds corner here.
Right, let's see what we can do here. Great to get a headed goal here, wouldn't it, Connor, from a corner?
Yeah. If they score very early, you can see Leeds going on and winning this. But we said that in the first half, didn't we, Dad?
Goal in these first 10 minutes, don't we?
Rothwell, yeah, they need a goal in the first 10, definitely. Rothwell with the corner. Whipped in.
Nice corner.
It's a great corner.
Going in.
It's a brilliant corner.
Yeah. It really does send in some cracking balls.
Yeah, he does. He's a very, very good dead ball operator.
Yeah.
Byram. Aronson, I think he's offside. He'll be offside. Brendan Aronson. He needs to come off. He needs to come off. Brendan Aronson needs to come off.
He's not having a good game.
He's not. It's his fourth bad game. He's going to have to cut inside here, is Solomon.
He's done well there.
Cross
Solomon.
it! Cross it!
It was there, wasn't it?
Cross with your left foot, man.
That was it. He did so well there.
Great, but he's got it back again.
Yeah. Like he wanted to beat
Aronson.
3 times. Get it in now.
Can't beat that first man, though. Can't beat the first man on those drilled balls in. Rothwell, come on. Great ball in.
Ball, this is it. This is no. It's not a volley from there. You're not Marco van Basten. No. He's got to caress that from his waist down into the middle part of the pitch, Connor, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's an innocuous looking ball, but he's built and building tonight, hasn't he?
Done well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Pert Harris, whatever he's called. I think he's offside, isn't he? We're offside, mate. It's a rule. Looked so confused.
You were further forward than him when he played the ball.
Leeds kick here from the offside. Bearing in mind Swansea's home form, they are 12th.
12th, are they?
12th home
How many
form.
games have won at home?
Well, the last 2, they've lost to Millwall and beaten Watford. But we look third place right now. Third, fourth place in the championship. I don't see anything different right now. I think I think we desperately need Ramazani, which is a poor indictment, really. Does that rely on individual brilliance?
That's what it's coming down to. Yeah, we should be more than that as a unit.
Yeah, we should. Strout, great ball over the top. Perot, come on. No, absolutely no strength.
See, that's when we needed a bit of pace.
Bit of strength as well. Leeds win it back high up. Where are we going? Aronson plays it behind Bogle. Aronson. James, where's he going? Okay, interesting. Left-footed shot from 30 yards out. It's choices, isn't it, as well? There's not a lot of like. I think at the minute we look a little bit erratic going forward. I don't think there's a lot of composure.
James, I felt there, Connie had it within him to beat his man on the right hand side and take it round, and he certainly had him for pace.
Yeah,
and it was a strange effort, wasn't it, with his left foot so far out?
Yeah, it really was. Byron is offside there, Aronson. I'm sure he is. He looked it. He looked it, but he's got it here. Brendan Aronson delivers a ball in. Peru wide. It's just get him off. Just get him off. Come on. Let's bring Joseph on. Let's just do so. It's not working. Or just put someone on with him. You know, like put Joseph on with him and take Aronson off. I'd be fine with that. You've got to start seeing more than the front man. Look, ball in there. It's just not
behind him a bit, isn't it?
I'm being harsh. I am. But
very difficult, Connor, isn't it, from that position for him to get anything on it really. And Farker's looking grim, isn't he?
We're positive after this.
But he's just sent the same players out again, hasn't he? He must be happy with the players that put in that performance in the first 45.
Well, after this, he'll start saying in the press conference that Swansea is one of the toughest games in the division, and they're in a false position. That's what he'll say next if we lose this. Rothwell. Road on. Ball out wide, loads of space here. Loads of space for Dan James on the right, and it's a terrible touch.
Control the ball. Oh dear, Connor.
And it's the yellow card.
Book for that.
Stupid.
You're going to go in the book for that, Dan?
It's the yellow card.
Yeah, that's just petulance. It's just so unprofessional. So he played some bad football there, realised he'd played bad football, he lost the ball. What does he do? He goes back and chops him.
Won the ball, to be fair, but it's not. It looks like you won them
from behind,
but it's in there.
It's always. I mean, you can see it. He's always going to go in the book for that.
Yeah, always.
Just immature mindset.
Yeah, he's always going to get carded for that. Swansea free kick. Leeds free kick. See, right now, if I'm Farker, you're putting on Joseph, you're putting on Nonto. Even if Ramazani's not fit, you're keeping on Peru, you're taking off Aronson. Just do something which is going to influence the game.
As a coach, how can I positively influence this
He has,
game now?
yeah, and he's got to do it now.
How can I change it? I'm a top coach in this division. How can I change this to my advantage? And he's not done that at half time. There's been no changes in personnel. So he's got to be thinking like that. Or is he just going to leave it, Connor, to the 65th minute again?
Well, the thing is,
he's going to give it another 12 minutes just to see how it goes.
Well, what was different about his his Norwich side is he always had Emi Buendia and Pukki, 30 goal a season striker, and then Emi Buendia, who's literally lightning in a bottle, and it's an unbelievable bit of recruitment. He had in most games them two to get him out of it. I don't think we've got an actual central attacking midfielder and a striker per se, really, to get us out of this muck right now. Get him off, man. Just get him off. Get Solomon off. Do something, Daniel. Come on, boy. Let's not wait till the 70th minute again. The game's here to be won. It's here to be won, and it's not working within the first 10 minutes. We've done nothing. We've done nothing in the first 10 minutes. You've got to do something.
We've still got another 40 minutes, haven't we, when you look at the clock there.
But why is he making subs and we're not? And we're losing?
Yeah.
Cabango.
I mean, he can't be. I mean, why would he be making a sub there?
Josh Keys, Tanaka as well.
Unless one of his players has picked up a foul. Is he trying to positively influence the game or shore it up?
Great ball. Here we go. Right, they've got to do something. Dan James is in. It's got to be a goal. Yeah!
It's coming.
It's an own goal.
We'll take it.
That's how easy it is.
Yeah,
this is how easy it is.
And that's very, very similar to what happened in the first half, isn't it?
He looked offside then, didn't he? Who was it? Was it Peru? He
Dan
looked off.
James, again, isn't just causing the trouble.
They're not that good.
They're not, are they?
They're not good, Swansea. This is not a good team.
We'll take it, Connor.
We'll take it, yeah. 2-2. Game on, you hope.
Yeah.
Let's not just sit back now, but James was in, great ball through, and I think Peru would have been, I think he'd have been offside, you know. But Cabango turns it in.
If I'm being ultra picky on that, Connor, was that such a great ball in?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't in front. But his last one was a really good ball, wasn't it? But it was behind Peru there, wasn't it? It's behind him.
See the water on the pitch as well. Maybe that's got something to do with it, just dragging the ball back. But it looked to me as though that could have been slightly further forwards. Picky, yeah, it's a goal.
They're a bad team, aren't they? They're not a good team, Swansea. They're really not.
Look good. We just had two very, very poor moments.
Can I ask why we're not playing that ball to Dan James every time? Why we're not getting the ball in the midfield and passing him to playing it between the lines to Dan James every single? Because it's hurting him every time. Really Stay onside. You're quick enough. You don't need to be offside. What is Byram doing?
Was that handball?
Yeah.
He'll get carded for that one, huh?
We've seen Grimes going after the referee on every single occasion. He just.
Strange thing.
Well, he was saying that he was getting pulled back. Just off balance or whatever. What is he doing? What is he doing? Sam Byram basketballs it out there. We get stupid yellow cards, don't we? You know, when you look at that Dan James and Byram one.
The decent ball in, you can see how slippery the pitch is now. This could be a problem for us. You can see it, can't you?
They've got to mark up better than they did before. Before it was absolutely shocking.
I mean, he's going to be planting this one if he's got any sense around the penalty spot, hasn't he? He's got to be.
Grimes with the ball in. Would he take a draw?
No, oh God, no, Connor. Absolutely not. You know, it's like you were saying, why are we not playing the ball like that all the time? You can see we've got them on the break.
Yeah.
It's a shame that we're having to play that way because we're better than that. We should be a little bit more creative, a bit more inventive. But still, we've got them. We've demonstrated that twice.
It's very one-dimensional.
There's no reason why we shouldn't be sticking 4 or 5 past this lot because they're not that good.
We've not been that great either.
No, Leeds have been poor. Leeds have been really poor, I think. Team on. Out by Rodon. Played back in. It's going to go either way. This, I think it's going to go. I think it's going to go either way. Swansea are going to nick it, or Leeds are going to nick it. I genuinely think it's just going to go either way. There's no way this stays 2-2, is it?
For me, we are a better team. There's no doubt about that. They're nothing, but there's probably a piece of paper between them at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. We're underperforming. What's he doing here?
Strange from strike that.
He's not going to make subs now. Though.
He won't make subs now. He's been vindicated now, and he's vindicated. It's almost like, the team's doing, even though it's just that one through ball. Solomon's ineffective right now, so you take Solomon off Fernando, don't you? And Peru, I'd still be bringing Joseph on. I mean, to be fair, he might be thinking to himself, he's got that, that touch to put the ball in the back of the net, but I'm sure. I mean, Joseph's off the back of another goal in the international break. Surely he's got a bit of confidence brewing as well.
It's calling out for Nonto, this.
It screams Nonto, that X factor, just smacking the ball in the back of the net. It's Nonto all over it. Yeah. But he will not.
Solomon off,
Nonto on, yeah.
He's just going to take him to bits, that kind of pace down that side. Just open for it.
Bogle, is he going to get that? No, that's terrible, Jayden Bogle. Really poor. Or was that Solomon maybe not interpreting that? But he wasn't ready, was he, for that? Oh.
Not much under control. Shouldn't be an issue.
Melee clears it. Perot offside because he's not just moving with play. Key. See, Leeds have dropped again, haven't we? We've dropped again.
Yeah.
There's not that intensity, and now he.
Did the referee not see that?
Look at Key.
No challenge. Why doesn't Byron try and challenge him there?
It looks like we're still worried about their build-up play, doesn't it? It's still worried. It's like
stepping off the challenge.
Yeah, we are and that's not working, is it? Because anyway, Key on the ball, central position from a right back spot. Grimes. It's not a foul. Do not give that. Do not give it. And he should get booked for that. Solomon. Can't use it.
It's
Solomon.
Byron under pressure there.
Get Solomon off. What is it? Is it the left side? Yeah. There's no left footers on the left side.
A bit more vision there, Connie. He could have turned that behind him and actually run down the pitch.
Yeah.
Played it behind him, back to Byron, put him under pressure straight away.
I did. Goddamn light. Ugh.
It's got going through that stage in the game, isn't it? Again, it's just a little bit slow.
Yeah.
They're kind of cancelling each other out a little bit, the teams at the moment. I guess if you're Swansea, you're happy with this,
Swansea, yeah, you are. 2-2, yeah, at home.
They know they're still in the game. They know there's still an opportunity here. So they're going to be happy with this. And I don't see them being particularly expansive either, do you? As the game progresses.
No, they're just going to, as soon as it gets the last...
on the break, just like we've been trying to hit them on the break.
Yeah, probably. Byram. Solomon. Come on, Leeds. Freaking hell, man. Vigouroux.
See Peru there. He could have chased him down more, don't you think?
Yeah.
You know, the keeper thought he had loads of time, didn't he? Just to do what he wanted to just play it out leisurely, and he had.
Well, we've not done anything.
Joseph would have been charging him down at that point.
Since the goal, we've just completely stepped off, haven't we? They've had all the ball, haven't they?
The impetus has just gone at the moment. And this is when, and he's going to throw some subs on now. It's the magic hour for Farker, isn't it? We're approaching that time of the game where he's about to change it, and it needs to happen here. I agree with you. We need to get Solomon off. Would you take Aronson off?
Yeah, Aronson needs to come off. Offside.
Another ball played in behind Connor. But these forward players, haven't we? Knocking balls, and invariably it's been behind the forward player.
He's playing well there, the right back, and I think he's had a good game there, right back. I think he has.
Well,
Josh Key.
Solomon had him first 15 minutes, Connor. He was all over the shop.
Yeah, he did.
Grown into the game.
Yeah.
They're confident here. They're high up in Leeds territory here, aren't they? They seem very confident.
There's nothing between the teams.
Dangerous football from their perspective.
Oh.
I'd like to see a bit more impetus here, Con, wouldn't you? We've got the energy up front to beat them here.
It's off. It's off there, James. But I don't understand why we're not playing that ball through all the time to Dan James. I just don't understand it.
Let's see what's going on in the game, wouldn't you?
Tanaka, Aronson, don't play it. Don't play it. He's offside. He's offside.
Let's hold his run.
Oh, don't lose it though, Brendan. Get up.
No point in crying, is there? Just
get up. Oh, this is so frustrating, this game. It's like they're just, it's not, we're not doing anything, are we? We're not doing anything.
Playing the game very similarly to us, aren't they?
Strouk's done well again. It's a bit of a danger man, this lad, isn't he? I think they're going through him a lot. Is it Ronald or Roland?
Yeah. They don't look great, though.
No, they don't look great at all.
Neither do we at the moment.
Leeds fans singing for Willie Nyonso. So it'll be the magic 70th minute where he does it for some bizarre reason. And then Joseph will come on the 84th, do you reckon? The 84th, 85th minute, won't
it
he?
might be adventurous to throw a couple on.
Give it, Brendan. Give it.
Just a bit earlier.
Bobbled ball.
Just a bit earlier.
Byram.
Yeah.
And then he goes back. For frig's sake, man.
Yeah, and he's going to lose it.
But he's just, Byram just offers nothing. Goodness me, offers nothing. Leeds nearly nick it high. Cabango gets rid of it and Swansea have it. They're just...
Yeah, it's just easy, isn't it?
Perot just offers nothing, does he, from that press?
It's got to come off.
Just leisurely.
It's got to be Perot. I'd say Perot and
look at him here, seeing this point. You need to follow that, Joel. Well done, Bogle. Seconds. Leeds on the counter. Jan James on the right-hand side. It's 4-on-4. What can we do here? Swansea getting a player back as well. Dan James is going to go for a shot in here. Yep, there we go. And he balloons it over the bar. It's so bad, Dan. Come on, mate. A bit of composure there. Cuts on his left foot and hits it into Rosehead. What an opportunity for Leeds. This is where you get the football IQ of Nonto coming on and actually being able to take the game away from them. Now they've got...
not on the pitch. It's very heavy out there. Those defenders are going to be tired, Con. I mean, look at him now. Is it Darling who's down the pitch?
Yeah.
That's cramp, isn't it? I bet it's cramp. He's taking a rest.
Still no Leeds subs. Jesus.
I don't get it.
No, I don't.
It's extremely tiring, isn't it? A bit up and down, up and down. Those central defenders will be feeling it. Nonso could make hay.
Oh yeah, Nonso against these fullbacks when they're pushing high as well. Swansea will be buzzing he's not on. Yeah. Swansea will be absolutely buzzing he's not on. They'll be loving it. God, how many times
did they have going on? I mean, how long is this? So he's just down for cramp in my mind. This play. So how long have we been waiting now? What, 90 seconds?
90 seconds. Somebody's got cramp.
Look, he's not injured, is he?
He's not injured. We have to wait 10 minutes for him to get back on the pitch.
Yeah, got another run there.
Byram, come on, control it.
Just
got it with his left foot. There we go. He's going to cut inside. There we go. And he gives it to Swansea. Oh, and I get told he's good, Byram. Bloody hell. Jesus.
That was funny, wasn't it?
Average Joe's gym. Byram cuts back again. He can't open his body. He cannot open his body. Ball played, Solomon. Come on, you got to get to this.
Nice early ball. Oh.
One day we'll have a good ball in, won't we? And it'll beat the defender. Leeds throw. Well, we're nearly past the 70th mark here and still none on. So
he's really happy with his 11 here, isn't he?
He's clearly very happy. Yeah, he's clearly don't think there's a problem. So there we go. Even though there we go. We're going to go all the way back.
Do you think the reintroduction of Ampadu when he's available is going to make a difference?
Yeah, I probably think that. Yeah, I do think it's going to help. I just don't think it's as sort of like cut as just taking Rothwell out. But I do understand that he'd making him. Aronson's been woeful. He's been absolutely woeful. Oh, well done, Tanaka. No.
Well, we get up, play on. This is really anybody's game, Connor.
Yeah, it is.
Don't you think?
It's 3-2.
We've got the quality off the bench to make the difference.
We have, but he won't do it, and he'll say it's a good point.
But you really feel as though this is the opportunity now, isn't it, to introduce some players and really turn this game because it could go either way.
Yeah,
I think they've grown into it.
they have grown into it. Yeah.
That's because we stepped
Yeah.
up or they've
Yeah.
stepped up a bit.
Yeah, at last. So we've got Nonso and Joseph coming on.
Isn't it just bizarre though? How you can predict everything he does. If me and you can predict it, surely the managers can predict it.
Yeah.
Surely they can predict it if we
I think
can.
they're expecting this. So maybe he's just going to use Ramazani for 5 minutes if he's still not scored.
No, he won't come on, Dad.
Maybe he thinks it's, I don't know why he's named him. I mean, it's a very heavy pitch. Very easy to pull a muscle, isn't it, on this pitch?
Grimes. It's going either way, this, isn't it?
It is.
Franco.
Really, as you can see it.
Harris.
Big gap. Melier's left on his left.
Perot playing centre back for some reason here. Does well. Who's that with him? Tanaka. Perot does really well. Jaden Bogle on the overlap. No, he's offside, isn't he?
It's James.
You're right. James just stood offside, isn't he? Perot. Come on, quicker, Joel. There's got to be more movement in the pockets. Just there's pockets in front of the Swansea defence. There's got to be more movement. They're static. Look, James, Peru, Solomon, they just stood there. The midfielder, they're looking. Look, Aronson needs something here. Come on. Why ain't he playing it out wide?
It's a pass back. It's just slowing it down again.
Oh, we're going all the way back again. We've gone to Melier. It's so slow, and this will be encouraging Swansea, really. Come on, it's got to be quicker. Bogle. Back again. In all fairness, Bogle, I think he's been really good this game.
Yeah.
Stroud.
Our best player.
Ball, he's got to be offside.
Gotta be. Is he in? Right. He's in. There we go. Get in. Get in. It looked a mile offside. Is that Solomon again? It's Solomon, isn't it? That looked a mile offside. I can't say how they've allowed that. Yeah, I know.
That's got to be offside. I
it, didn't it?
I'm expecting VAR. Solomon scores.
Yeah, that was really odd. It looked miles off, didn't he? I think all the Swansea players are complaining about that now. Look at them.
I mean, I can't believe that stood. I've got to see this again. I couldn't believe how far off he was. He looked. He's on. He's on. I cannot believe he's onside there. It's a good goal. Is it his left foot? It's his left foot. Byron's used his left foot. Oh, get in there. I mean, he controlled it with his right. He controlled it with his right. Look at this. Oh, I'm proud of him. He's used this left foot.
The referee was right. It did look a mile off, didn't it?
And Solomon gets his second. I told you he should have stayed on.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? Unbelievable.
Yeah, Con, of course you did. No, look, Nonso looks crestfallen. Oh, we're coming on now.
I'm stressed because there's still.
So I'll say
20 minutes left.
20 minutes. I was saying 4 or 5. Is it possible, Jeff?
Oh,
It is.
I'm panicking
Ah,
Great.
I can't believe it. Solomon.
top of the league.
2 goals.
So I hope they don't take the foot off the gas.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
You do as a brew, I'll love you forever. Thanks, Mum.
Yeah.
Right, guys, we're going to be going live after this as well for instant match reaction. Dad doesn't know this yet, but he's joining me. You can come in if you want as well, Jet.
No.
Well, I've always said Solomon's the best player we've got.
Yeah,
we've always said he's the
consistently. Yeah, and Byron can't.
And Byron.
And Byron can't use his left foot.
Can't use that left foot.
Yeah, what do we know? Yeah, we're winning. Who cares?
Yeah.
Come on, Nonso. Good for Solomon though, Connor. It's got to be, hasn't it? This. Just don't know. This could open up the floodgates now, couldn't it?
Weird game.
What's that?
It's been a weird game.
Really weird game. Yeah, it'd be nice to see us go on and notch another, wouldn't it, for sure?
Jimmy, a Blades fan, he posted, he sent me a text when we were 2-1 down saying, just out at the minute, pal, can you tell me the score? I just put 3-2, pal, top of the league, pal. Anel's out for 3 games, pal. Pal.
Yeah. Oh, again, it's a lazy ball, that.
But they've been poor, aren't they, Swansea? They're a poor outfit. They really are. In all fairness, they were growing into the game, but it felt like it was more Leeds, didn't it? Who just really stepped off.
We've not been a whole lot better, though, Con.
We've not. We've been poor today. We've been poor. He loves Aronson, doesn't he? He loves Aronson.
He's got that running mentality. He never stops, does he? I mean,
No.
look at him now, Aronson. He just never stops running. I mean, on the whole, this season I've been happy with Aronson.
Yeah, no, he's been. I think
he's got some goals as well. He's shown the right kind of attitude after a difficult season away from us last year.
Yeah, no, he has.
It took a lot of guts to come back, didn't it? And think, right, I'm going to fight for my place and make a positive influence at Leeds.
Yeah,
and he's done that. It's a nice run from Bogle here. Great run.
Good touch.
Yeah.
Foul.
You were all over him, mate, weren't you?
Oh, he's carried on.
Yeah.
Brilliant from Bogle. Oh, and he's...
Oh,
I knew he'd give that the other way. I knew he'd do that.
that same defender who floored him.
I knew he'd do that. Bogle gets floored, yeah. Then you touch their centre-back.
That's a free kick.
How's that not a free kick, then? You shouldn't have kept...
played to Bogle. He played on, didn't he?
Oh, he's not.
Yeah.
He's fallen over. He's right.
They're daft enough to take it, though.
Yeah, they are. It's really easy to con them, isn't it?
Nonso's playing deep there, isn't it? I like to see him pushing further.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Bottom of the TV. It looks like it's near the bottom of the screen.
About it.
Black.
No, yeah. The camera. Darling. Swansea coming forward here. Come on. Ball in.
Oh, there's a cracking ball in from their left.
What a ball in that was.
Yeah.
Scott Tiemann played the ball in and he looked offside there, to be fair. Ball played in and Strout did well. He put him off. Yeah. I think Strout got a touch, didn't he? Or he just distracted him at least. That's all it takes, though, isn't it? We look woeful at the back today, don't we? We look absolutely woeful.
All over the place.
Cheers. But it is like you're trying to preserve that lead, but you've also I feel like with Leeds, with the players that we've got on the pitch, it's like attack is the best form of defence, isn't it? Really,
we should be looking at going forwards and trying to get another goal. And again, let's be honest, we want to see the game out.
You want to see the game out.
We've got the lead now. I want to see the game out. But I'd rather us be attacking. Attack's the best form of defence, Connor. Get another goal. It's beyond them. That's it. It's game over, isn't it?
Gilavodji coming on and Verba. I mean, that's the depth. I mean, you look at that depth. 2 Bundesliga players last year.
Okay, so what does this suggest to you now? He's happy with this lead.
I think he takes maybe Aronson off for Gilavodji, and then I think he brings don't know. You know, I don't know why he's bringing Verba on. Yeah, he's happy with the lead, so he's just bringing defenders on, isn't he? Let's hope Swansea don't get an equaliser because we'll have no attackers on the pitch.
Yeah, well, this is just going to be. It's just going to be the odd chance for Nonso now, isn't it?
I don't
It's going
think
to be the odd through ball to him because it looks as though we've settled into a pattern of play here to protect this lead.
that's where we were lucky with Bielsa, wasn't it? Where you were it was 3-2, and he'd just go.
So
He'd go.
I want 4.
He'd
I
go.
want 5.
He'd go for 6, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Sparker's not like that at all, is he?
Lots of running from Joseph as usual.
Yeah. Joe Rothwell and Sam Byram coming off. Interesting.
Well, that'll be Byram, that, won't it? Saying I've had enough. Take me off. I feel an injury coming on. Don't get the feeling that Verba's the most reluctant Leeds player ever.
What do you mean?
He just doesn't want to be at the club.
No, he doesn't. He don't want to be here. Definitely not. But Leeds stepping back a lot here. Grimes.
I'm not comfortable with this.
No, it's when Leeds are just stepping off. I mean, we're not pushing up at all, are we? There is no. I mean, we're
third goal, just settling back into it now. It's all about protecting that lead.
ball in.
Oh, it is. It is. We just can't seem to get our foot on the ball at the moment.
Team on. It's just crosses and crosses at the minute. Everybody, we're just stepping off.
Yeah.
And
just a boot out. That's just summing it up now. It doesn't need to be this way.
It doesn't need to be this way. No, it really doesn't. Leeds
Get the foot on the ball. Keep a hold of the ball. You know, let's be good enough to do that.
And we're
keep possession.
Yeah.
And now this is going to be a long 10 minutes if we don't start to play out here.
So we're more than good enough to play out. We're more than good enough.
That's a free kick. It's got to be.
Nope.
No. Well, you can see an equaliser, can't it? If it carries on like this for the next 10 minutes.
If it carries on, they're going to score. Yeah, they're going to score. We've just completely retreated about 10 yards here, and now he's bringing more defenders on, which it's not really going to get us out of it, is it? It's just going to, sort of increase the fact that we need to just be defending this lead.
Mm.
Fire him off for Verba.
Tries, doesn't he, Rothwell? I like him. He really does put in a shift every time he plays.
Yeah, he does. Gilavogi coming on.
I mean, look at Verba. Body language.
Yeah, body language ain't great with Verba, is it?
It's not.
He's got to get himself in the shop window, though, hasn't he? If he wants to go, he's got to get himself out there.
He doesn't want to be at this club.
And would you if you were behind Sam Byram? Probably not.
No. That's probably all down to attitude, Connor, isn't it?
Yeah. But he was playing for Borussia Mönchengladbach week in, week out last season. He won't think his levels dropped to second tier English behind Sam Byram at left back. He could have played left back today, couldn't he, really?
Yeah. Could have played left back, no problem.
Key. Tanaka in steps. Nonso, first touch, I think.
Okay.
Tanaka wins the throw-in.
Oh, need the whistle now, don't we?
Yeah. Harris is not.
Say that was out.
He's not put any stature on, has he, Aronson? He looks the exact same as when he left us.
Yes.
We're going to be here with your match reaction as well, everybody. So stick in tune. If you stay on this, you should get automatically redirected to that live stream. Oh, but yeah, Leeds sitting back here massively. Cabango.
We're just happy here right now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Happy just protecting our lines, giving them the ball.
Oh, Gilavod has been skinned by Josh Key there.
Yeah, and it's for me.
And here comes Swansea.
We're
Team on
we're
ball
asking
in the
for trouble
box.
here.
He's got to
He's
score.
got to score. Yeah,
He's got to score.
and
Bianchi
we're
at the
just
back
giving them
post.
those opportunities now, aren't we?
Abdullahi, sorry.
Yeah,
Got to score at the back post
he
there.
still had a lot to do, didn't he? But still, on target against Mellier, he's got every chance.
Yeah, we're not effective at defending though, are we? Like, especially away from home, we're not good at defending. So, like, ball in. Oh, he's got to do better than that.
Do way better than that.
That's terrible.
You want to be at least forcing the keeper to make a save in that position.
It should be 3-3 really, and it feels like we're just going to encourage them doing that.
I don't understand it. I really
Yeah,
don't
we've
get
just
this.
completely stepped off.
I mean, when did we score the third goal? Was it like the 77th, 78th minute?
Yeah, about 10 minutes ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's just been, as soon as we got a third goal, we've just sat right back. They've had all the ball.
Joseph does well. Good turn.
Okay, good chance now.
Good boy.
Heavy,
Bit
very,
more.
very heavy.
Can you
Is
get?
he going to get it?
No.
So heavy that.
It's poor ball from Joseph. For 5 goals, it's been poor quality.
It has. I mean, face of it, you think cracking game, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
What is nice though, Connor, if the result does stay positive like it is now, we all of a sudden we seem to have turned it round in South Wales, don't we?
Yeah.
It used to be a graveyard for us, didn't it, going down there?
Yeah,
Much like London is now. Careful here, Bogle, careful.
Nice.
Key. Why is he punching that, the Doylem?
Clearly doesn't have the confidence to catch
He
it.
doesn't have the confidence at all, does he?
No.
Does he need to do that?
Again, it's very wet conditions, Connor.
Yeah.
The fumble written all over it, didn't it?
Grimes. Jeez, he's caught one. God.
Monto feels really stifled here. What's that?
Monto. There's no point in him coming on, was there? There's literally no point in him
He's not
coming
playing
on.
his game.
He's just been gone on and been asked to defend, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Last 2 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. And they've got the equaliser. So, that's what happens when you sit back, Connor. We go 3-2 up. That's what happens. It's no more than we deserve. I'm sorry, it's no more. And that's all down to Daniel Farker. 3-3.
Just invited him.
We had the bit between our teeth when we went 3-2 up, and it's all your fault, Daniel. And I'm sorry, but Swansea fully deserve that. Another dreadful goal to give away. In between 2 of our defenders, goal. Absolutely dreadful, Leeds United. Pathetic. I'm sorry, but I'm putting that down to Farke.
Yeah, it's Farke. Of course it
all
is.
Farke.
That is Farke's
And there's
fault.
going to be people calling for his head after that, even more. So I'm telling you what, there's only one team winning it from here, and there's 6 minutes play.
Nonso. Tanaka. Shit ball from Tanaka. Nonso.
And Leeds score, we win it.
You jumps out.
I can't
Yeah!
win it. There's only one team winning it here. Of course, it's Leeds.
Thank you, Mike.
You know what? This reminds me of Birmingham City.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Absolutely.
Oh my God.
It's a breakaway again, isn't it? All 4 goals, a breakaway. Well, do you know what? I'll take it. Of course, I'll take it.
Well, I don't have a 4-3 scoreline.
Yeah.
I don't even have a 4-3 scoreline.
5, but
So yeah,
I didn't see that coming. Didn't see that coming.
Man, Julian Rani, that Birmingham.
Yeah.
5-4.
Don't say that, Jack. There's another 2 goals coming.
Do you know? I updated the match reaction. And that was the last one. Solomon saves Farke 3-2 Leeds. It's now 4-3.
No, you want to scrub that out and put Nonso.
Get in, Nonso. Is he offside?
I thought
He's not.
He's on.
When he played it.
Who played it through? Is it James? It's a good ball that from James, isn't it?
It is. And he was cool, wasn't he? Did that going off the keeper?
Yeah.
It did, didn't it?
It's a bad
It wasn't
finish.
A clean hit.
It's a bad finish.
It wasn't a clean hit.
Oh,
It
no.
was underneath him, wasn't it? Still,
Still
I
got
can't believe it. I literally can't believe it.
4-3. I don't have a score update, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. I cannot believe that. I mean, Nonso, was that his second, third touch?
Oh, God.
Right, so what do we do now
God.
for the next 4 minutes?
Just keep the ball. Just keep the bloody ball.
We've got to be good enough to keep a hold of that ball. We go up the pitch and we score another one. We play the game in their half. We don't play it in our half.
Aren't they making changes? No, I know he's trying to wind the clock down.
Let's keep hold of the ball. We play the game in their half for the last 3 or 4 minutes. Let's put them under pressure. Right, keep it in their half.
Oh, go on, Joseph. Go on, Joseph.
Chance, he's got a chance.
Oh.
Don't be greedy. Pass it back.
I
Pass
screwed
no,
it.
he's gonna pass it back.
Oh.
But to a Leeds player.
Oh.
Joseph, what are you doing, you donut? What is he doing?
Oh.
Let's keep it in their half. Let's play the game in their half. Come on.
It's the corner.
Ref.
Oh,
That's like, I mean, this is what we need to be doing.
That's what, this is what we needed to be doing, 3-2
We should have
up.
been doing 3-2.
We should have been getting Nonso in the game a lot more,
Yeah.
going on that left-hand side and picking up fouls like this. That's what we should have been doing, but for some reason we weren't.
I really don't think he's got a clue, you know. I'm
Farke?
I'm losing it with him.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Guys, we don't have a score update for. I've got these
It's
pre-made.
3 at least 4.
I've got these pre-made, and I don't have. I've only got 3. It only goes up to 3.
3.
Yeah, it only goes up to 3-3.
I suppose you don't often expect us to score 4.
Never. No.
Is that why?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I didn't expect this to be
Yeah.
4-3. I guess.
Yeah.
I can't, mate. I can't change it. So I'll just put your comment up there. Change it to 3-4.
it's been,
Pin the comment. Yeah.
Well,
still 2 minutes left.
It's a bizarre game. I don't know how I feel about this. It's a bizarre game, isn't it?
like I said, it's like I said earlier, there's a piece of paper between the 2 teams, and they all seem very similar goals, apart from their second player of the match. Oh, he's got away with that.
Tanaka, player of the match. They love him at the minute, don't
I'm
they?
giving that to Bogle personally. Don't think.
Yeah,
it's
Bogle. Oh, I think.
Bogle, James.
Oh, James.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
I think
James,
Bogle
yeah.
and James have
Yeah.
been better than Tanaka.
Yeah.
Get back.
Keep the ball in their half.
Oh, we tried there, didn't we? Failed dramatically in
Yeah.
the corner there, didn't we? But stay with us, guys. We're going to be here on the instant match reaction as well. You should get redirected.
So to me, it's about winning the ball back here, isn't it? You know, it's not about stepping off. It's about pressing them hard and winning the
Go
ball
on, Joseph.
back.
Go on, Joseph. Oh, he slipped as well. Darling. Got one more chance, it feels, for Swansea here. Keys, Cullen.
Is that
Never a foul in a month of Sundays,
going for it,
referee.
wasn't he?
Pick it
Oh,
up.
no.
Yeah, Melee runs it into the net.
It's Sunderland all over again.
Yeah, he can't do that, Melee. We've said that.
Can't imagine. Oh,
Nah. So
Why has he booted it to them then? Why didn't he just
know,
pass it
just
out from the
looking the
back?
same
Melee's just given up possession, just booted it back to Swansea. Come on, Grimes. This feels like one last attack. Ball in, out by Strauch. Nonso can't win it. Key back in. Verber away. I can't believe this game's like it is. It's like I don't even know. It's like a playoff game.
Yeah, it's a strange game.
Verber does well, wins the ball back.
Let's get it in their half.
Nonso
Be a lot happy with
does
that.
really well, Willie Nonso. Oh,
Almost. Just didn't have the energy, did he? Just to lop it over him.
come on, Verber. Flipping heck, man. Come on. It looks like he's running through treacle, doesn't he? Got 2 ferries on his feet. Any chance for her? 96 plus 30. Where's he getting this from? How's it 6 minutes plus another Swansea couple of
It's a
attacks?
goal,
Team
isn't it?
on ball in.
Corner.
Goal kick.
Is it?
Goal kick and Rodon's dead. I tell you what, that left back's got a delivery on him, hasn't he?
Yeah, yes. Yes. Oh. He's got out of jail.
Got out of jail, hasn't he? Massively. Farker.
The way it stands at the moment. What is this? It's a free kick.
That's it.
That's it. Come on, Leeds. We've got it. We've won. Top of the league. Who would have believed it?
Right, we'll see you on the instant match reaction, everyone. See you in a bit.